Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are live from the Techfest Gamers Razers League, and you are watching the grand finals between Eternal Esports and Team Wolf. Well, the first map is underway, and we are having the knife round commencing right now. And those are two quick stabs coming on to Eternal Esports, and the third one as well. And I believe that Team Wolf will be winning this knife round, yes indeed. Well, the three determined maps for the grand finals between Eternal Esports and Team Wolf. And there you go, guys. We had a little technical glitch from our side, and that has been sorted, and we will be going live. Well, needless to say, like I said, this will be an enticing affair between Team Wolf and Team Eternal Esports. Top two teams from India going to be battling it out against each other, and this is going to be a very, very close contest. Well, this is me, Nick Heaton here, as always, and I will be bringing these three maps live from the IIT Tech Fest Gamers Razers League. The three determined maps I am being told are Overpass, Cobblestone, and Inferno, if I'm right. And this is going to be the first map, that is Overpass, and Team Eternal Esports will be playing on the T side, while Team Wolf have opted for the CT side as well. So it's just a mandatory pause coming in at the start of the game, and the teams strategizing each other, and just waiting for a little lag issue as well. Let's have a look at the lineups of both the teams. It's going to be Ace, Excali, Ribby, Hunter, and Pexa on the side of Eternal Esports, and A-Star, Blackhawk, Shabby, this is Ritz, and Spy on the side of Team Wolf. Overpass is the map, and we can expect some CT-sided strongholds coming out from Team Wolf. And we are live, I believe. Yes, indeed, we are live. We're live. And good luck, have fun, both the teams. This is the grand finals between Team Eternal Esports and Team Wolf. Let the games begin. And Ritz, in the meanwhile, is just going to head towards the B-main tunnel and mark down his own territory. And Ribby and company are just going to be lurking in the connector. The first headshot coming on to Shabby. Now they're going to be trying to find the double peak, but A-Star has been traded down as well. And Ace now dropping down a smoke into the A-bomb site. Spy making his way into the A-bomb site from the CT stairs, and he's into the site. He's trying to tap in and gets the headshot onto Pexa. Now looking for more. He's not going to find anyone yet, and he's just lurking around, and so they've backed out already. Team Eternal Esports, that is. It is a 3v3 scenario with Ace, Ribby, and Hunter against the likes of Blackhawk, Ritz, and Spy. Blackhawk very low on HP, and he's going to be hiding near the A-long area, and Ritz in the meanwhile will be watching the B-bomb side from heaven, and he will be marking the B-shot entrance. And Spy is just having a passive angle from the barrels, and he is going to be waiting for opposition to show up from the B-shot and B-mains. Well, Ribbies is just going to be making his way from connector towards the B-shot area, and Hunter and Ace are now coming in from B long, and they spot out opposition. Spy has been taken down immediately with a headshot, and Ritz has been taken down with a lot of damage as well. This is a 2v3 scenario wherein Ritz has now also been taken down, and now making it a 3v1 scenario. Blackhawk at 15 HP. He's going to be trying to tap in some headshots, but not going to be successful yet. Ribbies is going to be continuously firing in pistols. And Blackhawk now looking for opposition. Gonna find one, but he's gonna be taken down immediately. Okay, so we're having some server lag issues, so those things will be sorted in a while. Needless to say, clinical performance in the first round coming out from Team Eternal Esports. It was a weird setup coming out from Shabby and A-Star in the connector. They made that double peak rush into the connector stairs area, but were quite unsuccessful in getting the trade kills. It wasn't a favorable trade in their favor, so they just had to back off. Well, let's take a look at the economy from both the teams, and A-Star has opted to force buy this round, while his teammates are yet to buy, and they seem skeptical. And I believe this will be a force buy coming out from Team Wolf, since it is overpass, and they will be trying to get in to their faces very fast and very soon. Eternal Esports, on the other hand, they've bought in a Galil, an AK, an ump fight, that is, and Ace is also going to be hanging around, and he's just playing around and fidgeting with his knife so far. And Shabby, in the meanwhile, just lurking in the connector, now going to be headed in the washroom, and he's just going to be backing off. Ritz, in the meanwhile, just lurking around the B mains area, trying to find gaps through the smoke. He's now going to be headed towards the T-base area. No, he's just skeptical about going in. And Ace, in the meanwhile, is now headed towards the A-bomb. So Shabby takes one down with a headshot, looking for another one. Gonna try and find one, not gonna be able to. Blackhawk, in the meanwhile, is gonna be waiting at the A-bomb site, waiting for opposition. Gonna look for the flank, and they're gonna find one, two, three dead in a flash there. And this is a 3v1 scenario now. Quickly, Ribby's now flanking from the A-long area, and he has no idea whatsoever where Blackhawk is, and now he's given his position away, and one guy coming in for the flank, not going to be successful. And in the meanwhile, Ritz has come in for the backstab, and this is an easy round coming in from Team Wolf. Like I said, they're going to be taking the short range advantage in the connector area, and that's what exactly Shabby and company did. They waited to let them execute the A setup, and Shabby kind of punished them in the connector area, in the washroom, and just waited for opposition to come to the A-bomb site, and then it was a crossfire setup. Well, they have bought in, and it's a force buy coming out from Team Eternal Esports as well. And Ribby is now headed to the connector, and he's now just going to be holding his position. In the meanwhile, the rest of his team is busy lurking near the mid area, the mid fountain, that is. And Pexa is going to be having a Tech 9 in hand, gonna try and find some headshot. Excali with a signature deagle, trying to find the headshot, gonna be missing it. And Ace, in the meanwhile, just firing through the smoke, just checking for positions. Not gonna find anyone so far. Spy, just very vigilant with that B shot forward position that he has attained. And Shabby, in the meanwhile, just is going to be flashed for a split second, and he's going to find opposition. He needs to back off. He's just taken quite a lot of damage. 50 HP instantly. Blackhawk marking that B long area, and A-Star is here to help his teammate. And Ace is now going to be holding his position along with his teammate, and now they're going to be headed to the bomb site, that is Ace and Hunter. And in the meanwhile, Team Eternal Esports has made their way to B short, and Excal is going to be burned for 25 HP. And they're waiting for the right moment to peek into the B short from connector. Ritz with a nade in hand, he's going to just drop it off as soon as he sees opposition, and the nade is now going to be dropped in, and they're making their way to the side, and Spy misses a lot of bullets, but he's been traded off immediately. Ritz looking for more, looking for third, not going to find it, and Blackhawk from heaven, no, from the stairway, that is, he's going to be finding some kills. It's a 3v2 scenario now. Ribbies and Hunter, that is 43 and 41 HP. Hunter's going to be taken down by A-Star, and he's going to be taken down yet again. Well, they're waiting in Eternal Esports. They're waiting and waiting up until the last moments of the round, and they almost clinched that round because Spy made a pivotal mistake there. He was standing just ahead of the smoke, but they kind of pre-fired into the smoke, so he dealt a lot of damage. And let's have a look at the economies now, and it doesn't seem so pleasant for Team Eternal Esports. While on the side of Team Wolf, they will be wanting to take some map control. A-Star and Shabby will be wanting to take mid and connector control. And like I said, that is what is exactly happening. A-Star just lurking outside the connector and Shabby watching that party area from washroom. So these are very passive positions, but map defining ones. In the meanwhile, Ace and Co are just lurking in the connector area, just waiting for someone to show up. Pexa gonna be marking that B shot, and Ace is just gonna be watching the connector rush. And Shabby, on the other hand, has now headed his way towards the A bomb site, and he's gonna be watching A long from a very passive bank position. And Ritz is now gonna be playing at the B site. In the meanwhile, like I said, Excali and Co have made their way towards B shot. Spy is again going to be caught off guard if at all he does not get the steps. He does not have info on whatsoever, and Spy is active from both angles, but he takes 2 headshots in, looking for another one, trying for the third, not going to be finding him. And Blackhawk has also been traded immediately, now making it a 2v2. In A-Star firing in bullets, he's firing in bullets into the bomb site and gonna find one. And A-Star in the meanwhile has taken down Ribby's. Shabby coming in, and he's gonna be jumping from heaven. I believe he's just trying to find angles with his op. A-Star is going to be the guy who's going to be jumping in, but Hunter has already come in with the flank, and this is some clever play coming out from Hunter. They do not have any idea whatsoever what Hunter is up to. This could be his round. One bullet onto A-Star, but he misses the bullets onto Shabby, and Shabby diffusing all along. Hunter has jumped in. This could turn out into a seconds fight, but Hunter misses the jump. He gets the kill on the Shabby, but the op has been dropped. The round going the way of Team Wolf. Well, he could have won that round, Hunter, and he just mistimed his jump and couldn't make it in time. And that was a round which should have been going Team Eternal Esports way, but Team Wolf were able to clinch it away from them. In the meanwhile, we have a technical pause coming out, and it's been taken by Team Wolf. Being said, yep, Team Wolf is the guys who's going to be having technical issues right now. And Team Eternal Esports still having enough amount of artillery in their bank, and they are going to be buying in. And there you go, it's unpause. Yes, the unpause has been called. Team Wolf, on the other hand, they will also be able to pull by, and they need to win this round and avoid going in to an anti-eco scenario. And Spy headed towards his B shot position as usual, and Blackhawk will be marking the B long area from graffiti and walkway, that is. Ritz has opted to play very aggressively this time around, and he's firing in some bullets, and Shabby's taken down one, and he's been traded off instantly. Hunter, A-Star lurking near that A-long area. Hunter has no idea whatsoever that A-Star is lurking in the forward area, and this is going to be a duel coming in from A-Star. A-Star takes down one, looking for the other one. No, he's going to be traded down immediately. In the meanwhile, Spy just making his way towards the A-bomb site. Blackhawk marking B-long, and Ritz there is already at the A-bomb site. He does not want to give away his position. And Excali in the meanwhile is just going to be lurking near that party area at mid, and Ace is just going to be holding his position onto that A-long entrance. He's just going to try and find opposition. Ritz is going to make the lurk in, and yes, he's going to be taken down immediately. It's a 2v3 scenario now. Blackhawk and Spy against Ribby's, Excali and Ace, and I would rather say that this is Team Eternal Esports round. If Spy and Blackhawk are able to pull things back, it's going to be pretty amazing. And Ribby's now lurking into the bank area. No, he's very skeptical. He's not going to be going in. Some nice flashes coming in from Spy and Blackhawk, but they're playing it very passively. Spy in the meanwhile has already opted to save, and he has also, I believe, he's also told his teammate that we need to save this round. There you go. Another round going in favor of Team Eternal Esports. And Excali was rather holding his positions there, and Ribby and Ace were doing the same, but Hunter was the guy who just led from the front and got the kill that round. In the meanwhile, Blackhawk and Spy will be saving at T-spawn, and continuously fidgeting with their aesthetics. That is their butterfly knives, the butterfly. Well, the score stands at 3-2, Team Wolf 3 and Team Eternal Esports 2. Let's have a look at the economy yet again, and they are force buying yet again, so can be contested. Overpass is such a map wherein the cities do have some advantage, wherein if they come in close range they can do some lethal damage. Shabby is now going to be having the UMP-45 and Blackhawk with the M4 as well. A-Star is going to be playing in the connector with the CZ, so no one has spotted him down yet. So if there is a distraction coming in from the connector stairs, he could probably trade kill them. And in the meanwhile, Ace is just going to be marking that Fountain Rush area and the party area as well. Spy just drops down the smoke, and Rich just sensing that something is up at the long area, and Pexa dropping down a Molotov into the washroom, forcing Team Wolf back to the A side. But they're very reluctant, and they will be holding their ground. They are holding the angles, they are holding the right places. So Spy now looking for the right peak, and he's been flashed for a split second, and A-Star still lurking in that connector. And in the meanwhile, Ace has taken down Spy, and A-Star looking for more. He knows that two guys are lurking in. He looks for one, not going to find anyone. And he just got in Pexa very low on HP. He's at 8 HP, and he's looking for the kill. Blackhawk trades him out instead. And it's a 3v3, and Ritz now trying to get the headshot in. Shabby has taken down Ace. It's a 3v3 scenario, Excali, Ribbies, and Hunter. And Excali is now at the B bomb site, and he's waiting for opposition to arrive. Blackhawk has already gotten him low on HP. Blackhawk holding his position, holding the line, and he's firing through the smoke. Not going to find anyone yet. And Shabby as well. Hunter now marking his positions, and Ribbies in the meanwhile has taken down Ritz. And Hunter in a 2v2. Yeah, yes, indeed, it's a 2v2 scenario. Shabby very low on HP. He needs to rush on to both of them, but he's not going to find the right angle. And indeed, he isn't. And Blackhawk on 87 HP. Shabby's been taken down. Blackhawk, the sole survivor. It's a 1v1 now. Ribbies versus Blackhawk. And Ribbies now playing it safe. It's 56 HP versus 31. And he's going in for the defuse. He's going to get it. No, he isn't. Just the last second there. Blackhawk almost had the round, but just couldn't get it. And now then, this decision of theirs is now going to come and hurt them right in the ass. Team Wolf very low on economy, and they will be echoing this round. Yes, they will. They are very low on economy here. And they're all headed towards the mid area. They're all rushing into the fountain and connector area. And Blackhawk looking for a pick there. He's not going to find anyone. And this is going to be a battle coming in the connector area. A-Star has traded down Ribbies, who has taken down Spy initially. And in the meanwhile, Excali just lurking in that B-men's area monster, that is. And Ace is also going to be coming in to join his teammate. Ritz in the meanwhile is now headed towards the B-bomb side with an AK in hand. So these are CZs and Deagles. And in the meanwhile, Ritz has been taken down. A-Star gets another headshot in with his USPS. That's some nice pistol shooting coming in from that guy. It's a 2v3 scenario, and Shabby is now just holding that B bomb site, and Blackhawk just going to be helping him out in the heavens, that is. Hunter now going to be very, very careful about going in, because he knows that something is up. And did he spot that guy? Yes, indeed he did. He did spot him out, so he's going to be calling their positions. And Eternal Esports are now going to be headed towards mid, and they will be trying to rotate towards A. In the meanwhile, Hunter will be watching the backstab, I believe. Yes, indeed. And 34 seconds left on the clock, and they will be looking to fast execute. But Blackhawk and Shabby are opting to save. They could have tried for the round, but those are three very, very healthy people with 100 HP and 92 on Team Eternal Esports, so they are rather backing off and opting to go for the save. In the meanwhile, this has been very interesting so far. Back and forth contest so far. It's been 3-all, and Eternal Esports will be clinching their 4th round as we speak. So Hunter is opping in the T side, so he needs to get the initial picks here, and he needs to get them in the B long or the connector area, because A-Star has been playing in the connector and Shabby has been trying to just lurk near the washroom area to give back up to A-Star, that is. If they get that initial pick in the connector and that washroom area, they might just as well force a rotation from the B-bomb side coming in from Spy. So that might just leave Ritesh and Blackhawk, that is, secluded into that B-bomb site and cause the fake out. In the meanwhile, they have bought Team Wolf, and Team Wolf coming in with the buy round. Blackhawk just heading towards the B-bomb side. Shabby now playing aggressively. Not that much. He's just going to be taking a shot from the washroom, waiting for the guys to show up at mid. And Eternal Esports have faked A, and now they are headed towards B. They just dropped down some smokes and molotovs, and now they're going to be headed towards the B-bomb side. And they're just marching their way towards B shot, trying to look for the smoke wall setup, I believe. Well, let's have a look. They just dropped down the smoke, and this is the molotov. Yes, indeed, they're going to be lurking in and headed towards the B-bomb side. Blackhawk has not been spotted down by anyone yet. This could be his round, but he messes it up. And 3 guys dead in an instant there. A-Star and Shabby, 2 sole survivors for Team Wolf. Be backing off yet again. Well, they're playing this right, at least. They are playing the economy game pretty well. And Pexa sensing that they will be saving this round, and he's on the hunt. He's on the hunt into the long area, and this will be a 1v1 duel against Shabby, and Shabby takes him down. And it's a orb that's been just picked up by Shabby in the buy round itself, and Pexar has lost his gun as well. And A-Star looking for the defuse here. Will he be able to do this? And yes, indeed he will. Oh my word, this is amazing. Eternal Esports caught off guard. Completely off guard. A-Star just lurking near that B-bomb site and waiting for the opportune time with the kit. Coming in with the plays there. And it is overpass. Both the teams are known to put up clutch plays, but A-Star yet again putting up the show that he's known for. And this is going to be very intense yet again. They're headed towards mid, and Ace here just going to be lurking in that T-base area, and Ribbies has made his way towards connector. Going to be waiting for A-Star or Shabby to show up in his angles. Pexar in the meanwhile is now headed towards A-long, and he's going to be rushing in. Blackhawk and Co are just holding their positions. A-Star has rotated to B, and I believe Spy is now going to be playing the A-bomb site here. And Shabby in the meanwhile taking a shot onto the connector area. He's going to be waiting for opposition to show up from mid or connector. And Ribbies is now going to be headed towards that connector area from mid. Shabby going in, close out. He needs to back off, and he does. And in the meanwhile, Excali is just going to be lurking near that B-long area. And Pexa is now headed towards the A-bomb site from washroom. Shabby in the meanwhile takes down Ace here, and Shabby might just as well be caught off guard, but Blackhawk has taken down Excali and making it a 3v5 with 2-man advantage. And Blackhawk now trying to surge forward and rush the B mains area. Ribbies has now stacked himself up, and he will be trying to find some headshots in that A-long passage. He has no idea whatsoever that Shabby is waiting in the ranks for him. Shabby does have info that Ribbies' head is this way. And this is the perfect position for Shabby. He just misses the first shot, but in the meanwhile he doesn't miss the second. Good round coming out from Team Wolf. Superior positioning yet again. And now then, this might just force out an eco from Team Eternal Esports. Looking at the economy, they might just as well, yes, they will be ecoing. They do opt for some kind of resources. They do get the smokes and flashes, but those are not going to help quite a bit. And in the meanwhile, the rest of Team Eternal Esports is headed toward mid. Shabby needs to back off immediately, and they're coming in from connector. They're coming in from mid. A-Star is there in the vicinity, takes down 2, looking for the third, not going to find him. Shabby in the meanwhile is now backed off, and he's going to be helped by his team at the A bomb site, and Shabby now lurking into the washroom area, looking for one. Not gonna find it. Vex are gonna take him down instead. Blackhawk is gonna be coming in with the flank. Hunter in the meanwhile has lurked in from A long. He misses the headshot on the Spy. Spy should take him down now. Ritz in the meanwhile helping his teammate out. Gets the 2 headshots in. This is a 1v3 now. Excali, the sole survivor for his team. He's now lurking in the washroom area with 100 HP and 100 armor. And let's have a look. Spy just marking that long area, and Ritz marking washroom, and that is the A short area. And Blackhawk is now going to be watching the backstab, that is the connector in the washroom entrance. Excali is kind of stuck here. He does have the op in hand, but it's going to be rendered useless. If he's spotted down, he will be gunned down immediately. Blackhawk, on the other hand, is just going to be lurking now near the A long area, and Excali is headed towards the A bomb site. He does fire a bullet, he does give his position away, and now then they feel that there is an op. That's a clever move coming in from Excali. He's going to be gunned down immediately. He just took the op out, so those were clever stats coming out from Excali. Ritz does manage to pick up Shabby's op. And in the meanwhile, the score stands at 6-4. Team Wolf at 6 and Team Eternal Esports at 4. And we have a buy round coming out from Team Eternal Esports. Team Wolf will want to extend their lead more and more. And Shabby now looking to lurk into that connector area aggressively. Not a wise decision on his part, and he has been smoked out. So Ribby is now going to be headed towards that B short water area. He will be looking for the stack, and Ace is also up in from the connector. And in the meanwhile, now they will be looking to set up that B smokes and Molotovs. And yes indeed, Ribby is now just waiting for the opportune time. They are going to be holding their nerve. Excali is just going to be holding the angles here. Ritz is now going to be watching from Graffiti, that is, and he's going to be just headed backwards, and A-Star is watching in from the B-bomb side. Shabby just lurking in at A, and this is going to be a smoke execution coming out. Smoke and Molotovs coming in. Ribbies, they are going to be blocked out, and Blackhawk in the meanwhile has taken down 2. Now looking for another one. They are going to be rushing in from B shot. Blackhawk has already come in with the flank, and Ritz has managed to take down 1. Looking for another one. A-Star looking for the 3rd. Gets the 3rd in that round. Well, Blackhawk and A-Star are ruling the roost here. Blackhawk showing who the boss is, waiting and waiting in a passive angle for his opposition to just march in through that B long tunnel, and A-Star doing his bit at B short. And an eco coming out from Team Eternal Esports. This round should be taken care of by Team Wolf. And a smoke being dropped down by Shabby at mid. And in the meanwhile, Excali and Co are just headed in towards mid from connector, and they are, yes, they are in, and Shabby takes the one down with a nice headshot, looking for another one, gets the other one, looking for the 3rd. A-Star comes in to help, and A-Star in the meanwhile is going to be taken down with a nice headshot. Shabby now looking for the 3rd, gets the 3rd, now looking for the 4th kill. This is an amazing performance that's being put up by Shabby here. He's playing aggressively, and he has his team to help him out, looking for the 4th. Nice shot coming in, and amazing performance being put up by Team Wolf so far. They're playing aggressively, they're playing fearless Counter-Strike. Let's have a look at the scorecard. A-Star ruling and dominating from the front at 17, while Shabby and Blackhawk are not far behind at 11 and 10, and Spy and Ritz at 5 each. On the side of Eternal Esports, it's been Hunter, Ribbies and Ace doing... Oh, that's only Ribbies and Hunter doing the bulk of the scoring. In the meanwhile, it's a buy coming out from Team Eternal Esports, and they will be headed towards the A bomb site. Excali is just going to be faking for a while at B. Pexa just going to be marking that long rush, since Shabby and A-Star are just loving to go aggressive against them. And a smoke being dropped down by A-Star. He's going to be trying and find some gaps through the smoke. He's lurking through those gaps in the washroom hallways. Not going to be finding anyone so far, and Shabby is just going to be marking his angles at long. Spy in the meanwhile is just sitting pretty at B short. Ribby's just headed towards that connector, and Pexa is just going to help his teammate out, and he's going to be marching in from mid. They have cleared the fountain area and they will be marching towards mid, towards the washroom. And Shabby has just spotted out opposition, or has he? No, he hasn't. He has no idea whatsoever. Ace, in the meanwhile, is just going to be leading his team towards the A-bomb site, and Ribbies and Excali are just holding on to B. So they have spent enough time for the rotations to come in from Team Eternal Esports, so this should go in favor of Team Eternal Esports. They will have info of whatever is happening. They did spend enough time, but okay, this is a late A execute coming in. 20 seconds left on the clock. This will be a fast execute. Shabby should spot this out. If he doesn't, this is going to be a very bad round for them. Shabby takes one down in a very good angle now. He's going to be taking the second one. Ace has been taken down, looking for another one. Takes two down with one bullet. Looking for the fourth. Oh my word, is this man on fire? Well, we're witnessing the Shabby of old. We're witnessing the guy with the op in hand. He is an op god. And we're witnessing it yet again. Eternal Esports at 4, Team Wolf at 9. Ace, Excali, Ribby, Hunter, Pexa, kind of very clueless about what to do. They all marched in to the long and mid area from the washroom, but Shabby was on cue, on point. And Shabby misses the first initial shot, and A-Star in the meanwhile has now headed himself towards the B bomb site. Spy is also playing at B, so this is a 4-to-1 setup. They're trusting Shabby with his aggressive plays, and they might as well pay for it because he's going to be flanked from all angles if at all he is left alone. Hunter in the meanwhile is just going to be marking that B short rush, and he's going to be flashed for a split second, and the smoke drops in and he's going to be backing off. And Excali in the meanwhile just holding his ranks. They're holding the ranks at the B short area. Shabby in the meanwhile just going to be watching this washroom area. A-Star, Blackhawk, Reds, Spy, everyone playing from the B bomb side. Oh, Spy has now moved on into heaven. Shabby in the meanwhile is the sole survivor at the A bomb site, and now this is going to be a different A smoke setup, I believe. No, Hunter is just headed towards the B bomb site, and he senses Ritesh in the vicinity and wants to flood, but Ritesh has taken him down instead, and a Molotov being dropped in, and that is going to stop the B long rush coming in. So Eternal Esports now wanting to go into the B long area. Eternal Esports do get one, looking for the other one, looking for the third, get the third as well. And A-Star, the guy at the B bomb site, and Shabby has taken Pexa down. A-Star looking for another one. Shabby takes one more, and now this is a 1v1, 19 HP versus 100. Can this guy do it? It's just 10 seconds left on the clock. Excali knows the timer is out, and he gets the plant in, and this is a 1v1 now. This is an op against an AK, and Shabby, he is now having his CZ in hand. He knows that Excali is probably low on HP. Yes, he does it. 3 rounds on the trot. This guy is a beast. 3 rounds on the trot. He's been clutching it in for his team. And the score stands at 10-4. Team Wolf at 10 and Eternal Esports at 4. I was expecting a rather change of events from Eternal Esports and trying to pull some rounds back in their bag, but they weren't successful yet. And the final round of the first half coming in, and they do have the money to expend all their resources, that is. And Pexa now coming in with a mandatory mid smoke, that is. And Ribbies is just going to be lurking near the connector area. Ritesh and Co are just going to be marking their B long and B mains tunnel, that is. And A-Star and Shabby have come out with a double boost at the long entrance area. They're going to be marking that stone at A long. And Shabby, they are unaware of the fact that Team Eternal Esports can sneak in through mid. And Ace just looking for the right angles, not going to be finding anyone yet. And they're just going to be holding on to their stack indeed, yes. And A-Star and Shabby, they're now going to be marching forward. They sense something fishy here, and Ace is also going to be knowing the fact that they haven't shown up yet, so they will be flanking them, or they either would have just opted for the perfect shot. And Shabby just showing up in time. Yet again, A-Star now has come in with the flank. He has come in with a gruesome flank, I would say. He can make it count, but Eternal Esports will now be looking to execute the B bomb site. And let's have a look at A-Star now. He's headed to the connector. He's going to be late. But Blackhawk in the meanwhile trying to get headshots. He's not going to find anyone. Ritz is now going to be holding the B bomb site. He is going to be standing in through the smoke looking for one. So just going to find one. He's going to be traded down immediately. A-Star has come in with the backstab. And he's at 1 HP. Shabby looking for the headshot. Not going to be finding it. And 22 versus 1. A-Star versus Ace. Two old Warhogs of the CSGO scenario looking for that 1v1. And he has done enough. What a brilliantly played round by A-Star. He just got in enough time to avoid the plant. Enough amount of distraction to just not let him plant. 11 for the shift. Team Wolf. Well, this is a surprise package coming out from Team Wolf. Team Eternal Esports, well, they can have an answer to the kind of gameplay that has been put forth by Team Wolf. Sorry. And in the meanwhile, we are now going to be having the first pistol come out from Team Wolf, and all of them are going to be opting to buy Owen, and they're going to be having armor. And Spy and Co are just going to be waiting near that A-long garden, that is. And Shabby, who's just been completely rampant over this opposing team, is marking that T-base rush area. Excali just going to be opting for a passive barrels position, while Ribbies is just lurking around watching that B shot tunnels. Hunter in the meanwhile is now venturing forward, and he's trying to get the information for some kind of rush coming in from Team Wolf. They are now quietly walking towards the A-long area. And Spy, A-Star, Blackhawk, Shabby, all of them are headed towards the bomb site. And they're checking washrooms, they're checking every possible position here. Spy has given away the information, and Hunter has taken the damage. And in the meanwhile, Ace has taken one down, looking for another one, gets the other one as well. Hunter now looking for headshots, gets two there. And now this is a 2v5 here. Ritz looking for more, trying to get one, and it's a 1v4 now. Ritesh in a very precarious position, trying to find the head, not going to be finding anyone. It's 11-5 now. Well, just in the nick of time, Ace spotted that out. Even after Hunter got very low on HP, he was on 16 HP, but somehow managed to get that headshot in onto two people. And enough amount of distraction created there by Ace, and that's the reason why he got the kill. Shabby is just going to be heading towards mid, and he's having a deagle in hand. This is a force buy coming out from his team, and they're going to be heading towards mid and connector, and they're already headed towards the A bomb site. Ribbies is in grave danger. They need to run, but no, they instead fight, and they take the fight to them, but they have paid the price for it. And now it's a 4v3 now. No, A-Star, you did not want to do that. And Blackhawk now going to be backing off, and he's going to be just flanking them from behind. He's just going to be waiting for opposition to show up, and it is a plant in their favor. It is a 2v3 scenario. Blackhawk and Shabby, they know where the C4 is planted. Shabby and Blackhawk both positioning themselves in the washroom area, and the diffuse is coming out. It's a 10-second diffuse coming in, and Shabby has taken one down, looking for another one. The diffuse has been given off, and now then Shabby looking for another one, not gonna find him. Blackhawk, the last survivor, and now it's a 1v1. This is gonna go into Team Wolf's favor, but the diffuse is coming in. Blackhawk doesn't know, and he's firing bullets, and the diffuse happens. Oh my word, 5 HP, and Blackhawk is dead as well. He should have connected his bullets onto that guy who was defusing. He was helplessly just praying to God that please let these bullets go past me. In the meanwhile, the score is now 11-6, and Team Wolf at 11 and Eternal Esport at 6. That round, in my mind, should have gone in favor of Team Wolf, and Blackhawk messed up big time there. Team Wolf now opting for a buy, and Spy will only be having a Tech 9 in hand, so he might just be the second guy to enter into the fighting ranks. and Eternal Esports opting to stack and watch connector and B shot, but of no use. Ribby does have that stack, and he will be watching connector from a very passive position. Excali in the meanwhile is just lurking in that B main area, and the entire team Wolf is now holding that B short area, and they want some control. They want to get in, and some random firing coming in, and Shabby just marking that T-base rush, and just in the nick of time, Hunter is not going to be caught here, and he might as well get the flank in. He might as well get the kill onto everyone, but he gets the kill onto one, looking for another one, not going to be finding it. Ace in the meanwhile trying to find headshots, just going to find one. Pexer instead takes one down, and Ace does not even need to show up. Pexer takes care of business. And this will be an eco coming out from Team Wolf, and like I said, the flank came in from Hunter in the nick of time, and Shabby was taken out. Well then, let's have a look at what Team Wolf is now up to. They are now headed towards the B short tunnel and marking that connector area and that little stack area from where they can watch B short and connector as well. And this is a rush coming in, and Ace punishes 1, 2, 3, and Excali is there as well, and Excali and Pexa wreak havoc there. This was an easy round coming in for Team Eternal Esports. Team Wolf choosing to rush into that B short area, but very unsuccessful in doing so. Well, the score stands at 11-8, and Eternal Esports are at 8 rounds and Wolf at 11, and A-Star is now going to be buying an AWP, and he's going to be AWPing himself. Interesting there. Shabby has been dominant throughout the map, but A-Star is also known for his quirky moves during overpass. And Ribby is trying to take the fight to Blackhawk, and he has been successful. Shabby just trying to trade kill, not going to be successful. Ribby has already backed off. Spy and Co now lurking into that washroom area, while Ace has just taken an aggressive position into A long. But he has decided that he needs to back off and give backup to his teammate at the A bomb site. Hunter in the meanwhile is now going to be watching the mid A short area from the washrooms as well. Ritz now trying to find opposition in the bank area. He needs to drop down the smoke and just make that peek there. A-Star in the meanwhile has made his way from A short, and he is looking to find someone at the bomb site, but he misses the shot. And Pexa, okay, Hunter gets the kill onto Spy now. He's going to be watching washroom. He's just waiting for the right moment. And in the meanwhile, Team Wolf now is headed towards the A bomb site. Shabby with an AK in hand is now going to be leading from the front. Looks for the headshot, gets it onto Hunter. Looking for another one, gets another one. Now looking for the third, not going to be finding him. It's a 1v3 here. A-Star is going to be taken down as well. Well, 11-9. 11-9. Team Eternal Esports are building their economy here. They do have 8k, 7.5, 6.4. Those are quite lump sum amount of gold that they will be having. And Team Wolf now, they will be ecoing this round, and they're headed towards the connector, and Shabby and Ritesh leading from the front. Ace are just going to be lurking at B. Ritesh now is already headed towards connector, and he looks for the headshot, not going to be finding anyone. And Eternal Esports completely shutting down that rush coming in from Team Wolf, and Blackhawk has finally managed to get the kill onto Ribby, who was playing aggressively in that washroom area. A-Star in the meanwhile is looking for the bomb plant. Not going to be able to find it. Oh no, he isn't. 11-10 the score stands. Team Wolf at 11, and now this will be a buy round. Yes indeed, a buy round coming out, and Shabby is finally having the op. I believe that he just got the op for the second time in the T side. That is the second half. He just had the op for the second time. So let's see what kind of damage he can do now. Ritz, on the other hand, just needs to be playing the passive role that he is known to do, and Blackhawk and Spy helping his teammates come forward, and Pexer has been traded down immediately. Spy looking for more, not going to be finding anyone. Excali in the meanwhile is just taking superior positioning here, and Ace here is just going to be playing from the walkway to the graffiti. Blackhawk looking for that heaven smoke here. Yes, indeed, he's going to be smoking up heaven. Ritesh in the meanwhile just lurking in that B mains tunnel. A-Star is already headed towards the bomb site, but he does know that there's a Molotov there. Shabby is now coming in from B long. They know that entire Team Eternal Esports has info about this. And Ribbies has come in with the flank. He's already at connector, and he's not going to let them escape through the connector towards the A-bomb site. So they will have to opt for the T-base rotation. Shabby is going to be holding this B bomb site alone. He's just going to be marking these B rushes alone. And while on the side of Team Eternal Esports, they will still have two guys holding that B bomb site. And I believe Ace spotted down Shabby there. And Ritesh and Co are now headed towards the A-bomb site. A-Star leading from A-long, and Blackhawk and Ritesh are now headed towards the A-bomb site. Shabby is also making it in, and Ritesh now headed, and he's going to find opposition in the form of Hunter, and Hunter taking that headshot in. Ritesh with a sick headshot onto Ace, and now it's a 2v4 scenario. Will they save, or will they just want to try this round as well? I believe this will be a save coming in from Team Eternal Esports, but Excali venturing to the T-base, and that's a clever move. And A-Star has just taken down his teammate in the meanwhile. Ritesh very low on HP, and Excali is also dead. So that makes the score 12 to 10, and Team Wolf at 12 and Eternal at 10. And Eternal Esports will be opting to buy yet again, and they do have the economy in their favor. And let's have a look at what Hunter is going to be up to. He's taking the B shot aggressive op shot, and he does get the kill onto Ritesh. He does pay for it. He is very low on HP with 32, and Shabby is going to be holding this mid area from T-base. He's just going to be lurking and watching that fountain and mid rush. In the meanwhile, Blackhawk is going to be helping his teammate out and rushing through the connector. Spy trying to head ahead and just watch every possible angle, mark every possible angle on his way through. Shabby just headed towards A-long, and A-Star coming in to help his team. In the meanwhile, Ace with a very defensive position in the bank area. Ribbies on the meanwhile is just guarding that area, and that's a good position coming in, but he's been traded out immediately. Pexa is now headed towards the A-bomb site, and Shabby is now going to be dropping down a Molotov into that CT area. They need to zone out the guys in the bank, but they're not being able to. And in the meanwhile, Ace has now done lethal damage. He has done enough damage to A-Star. He's not going to be making those fancy picks that he always does. And in the meanwhile, two guys in bank and one guy in the CT. And Excali is now looking for the backstab flank from the connector. In the meanwhile, they're now going to be coming in for the defuse. Shabby, Blackhawk, and they have now been spotted out, all of them. They're all going to be falling to their faces. Excali knows where all of them are. A-Star left to a 1v2 now, and he's been taken down as well. Hunter connecting with the op shot, and the defuse takes place. Well, this seems completely legitimate, like a grand final. Up and down, back and forth. Team Wolf at 12, Eternal at 11. Well guys, this is just the first map. It's a best of 3, and the next upcoming maps are gonna be, I believe, Cobblestone and Inferno. So stay tuned, and we are now in the 24th round. Team Wolf now looking for that B shot forward spam area, but not going to be finding anyone there. Ace in the meanwhile just lurking at long, and Ribbies is just holding on to his position at the A bomb site. as I speak. This is now going to be an intense B execute coming in from Team Wolf. Ritesh and Blackhawk are now setting up for the headshot onto the guy at barrels, but there's no one there at barrels or heaven, so good positioning coming in from Team Eternal Esports. I would rather call that sheer luck, because they play from those positions, but they were not spotted out during that round. And the smoke setup coming in from Shabby, letting his team in, and Blackhawk looking for the trade kill, gets one. Spy also going to find one. Blackhawk looking for another kill, going to find the headshot as well. And now then A-Star lurking in that graffiti walkway area, looking to find opposition, and he's going to be traded down immediately. And now then 2v3 scenario, Shabby marking that B long area, Blackhawk into the safe area, but he's been taken down there. And in the 2v2 now, Ace and Ribby. And Spy now, he takes a risk. Will it pay off? Yes, it does. And Spy now making it a 1v2 now. And Shabby is still lurking at B long. Spy is going to be taken down here now, making it a 1v1. An AWP against an M4 at 55, and Ace pulls it off. Ace delivering in. Can we say anything about this game? It's 12-all yet again. It started off being, I believe it was a 11-4 shift, and it's 12-4. It's 12-all right now. Yes, indeed. It started off as 11-4, and it is 12-all. A-Star and Co are now going to be changing things up, and now they're going to be marking this B long entrance. And they, in the meanwhile, they can give up control to Eternal Esports, and that is exactly what is happening here. Ribbies has come in with the flank, and he's going to be marking that T-base entrance. And in the meanwhile, Pexar is now going to be at barrels, and he might just get caught out with the switching, but he's flashed out the opposition. He has been spotted down, but Shabby with an insane headshot. Ritesh taken down, and Ace is in superior position there. Blackhawk looking for opposition, not going to find anyone yet. It's a 2v3 now, and it has been turned down immediately. Well, the round started off favoring Team Wolf, and Eternal Esports pulled it back in a flash. Ace and his team there positioned themselves perfectly and just flanked each other brilliantly there. And this is an eco coming out from Team Wolf. They force bought the previous round, so this is going to be a very, very intense round. If they get this round, it will be 13-all, and Eternal Esports won't have that much of an economy lead. But if they don't, Blackhawk has come up with the goods and a headshot onto Hunter. I believe he was AWPing that round. And Blackhawk still marking that long push area, and his entire team is through the mid area towards the A-bomb site. And let's have a look at what the CTs are up to here at the A-bomb site. Ribby is now going to be watching from the truck area, and he's going to be marking that A shot. And in the meanwhile, Pex are still holding on to the B-bomb site. Excali at B as well, and Ace and Ribbies, it's up to them at the B-bomb, at the A-bomb side. Ribbies get the shot in, gets Blackhawk, and the entire Team Wolf is now rushing in. Ribbies gets 3 kills, and now then A-Star looking for the headshot, not going to find anyone. Ritesh, he's burning, A-Star running helter-skelter. Ritesh gets 2 headshots in, and now then it's a 2v2. Pexar and Excali versus Ritesh and A-Star. It's 31 and 41 HP for both of them, and looking for the shot, not going to find it. And Pexa and Excali now against the man. A-Star at 31 HP. Can this man pull it off yet again? He does have the C4 in hand. He will be coming in with the plant. Pexar is just going to be marking that ACT area and Excali the bank area. And A-Star is just taking his sweet own time. He's just going to be waiting for the right opportune moment to have the plant. But Eternal Esports are playing it cleverly. They did have the man advantage, and they will be now knowing the fact that Excali, and that's a wrong angle peek by A-Star. Excali right in time, making sure that he does not get any kind of position superiority. And that was a clinical round coming out from Team Eternal Esports on behalf of Ribbies as well. Ribby's making sure he held his angle and let Ace fire the bullets and gets the trade kills each and every time. Well, the score stands at 14 to 12. Eternal Esports at 14 and Wolf at 12. And this will be the 27th round commencing. And this is a buy round coming in. And Shabby has again bought the op and 4 AK rifles coming in from Team Wolf. Spy, has he timed out? No, he hasn't. He was just dropping some resources. And A-Star is now headed towards the long area. And in the meanwhile, Eternal Esports just waiting and waiting for the opponents to show up. And Ribbies does have info that they are headed towards mid. He does know that some of his opponents are just lurking in that mid fountain area. Ritesh, in the meanwhile, Blackhawk has been taken down by Hunter. And those were some uncertain circumstances. Hunter was just long hopping, and Ribbies has now been caught off guard. And Ribbies, and that's a perfect bait coming in. And now then he's going to look for another one, but Spy takes him down instead. And now then Spy is very skeptical about the fact that Hunter is still marking his areas at the A bomb site. And A-Star now sneakily getting in from A long. Shabby as well coming in from A short. This will be a duel coming in from the entire team. A-Star sensing trouble, but he's been taken down. And in the meanwhile, Shabby now, it's up to him and Spy. It's a 2v4 scenario. And Hunter now looking for more, not going to be finding anyone. And if they rotate, they will be punished for it, because Team Eternal Esports will be knowing that they do not have enough time and they will look for the plant. But Spy looking for the pick onto A bomb site. Shabby now the sole survivor. It's a 1v4. Looking for the pick, not going to find it. He's going to be saving. Yes, indeed, he will. And Eternal Esports, that's it. They're going to be having the map point indeed. It will be 15 to 12 after this round. They won't let Shabby save, is what I feel. They're all hunting him. Shabby comes in with one, looking for the second, not going to be finding him. That's the map point coming in for Team Eternal Esports. Well, what a comeback they've forged. It was 11 to 4 and in favor of Team Wolf, I would say. And Eternal Esports, look at those amount of rounds that they've mustered. Just look at that. Just one round given away in the CT side by Team Eternal Esports. And they have bought yet again Team Wolf, and they will have to, because it is map point. Hunter again going in aggressively, and no, he just needs to back off a bit. They do not want to give this round away. They do not want to let them in. They will not want them to sneak in. Shabby just holding his angle, and Ribbies in the meanwhile has taken down A-Star. And Blackhawk lurking near that connector area, and Shabby and co are just headed towards B shot, and Ritesh trying for the headshot, gets the headshot onto Pexa. That was needless spray down by Pexa, just showing off his position. And Ritesh drops down the Molotov onto the barrels. And in the meanwhile, Shabby now looking for the flash, and Ritesh has been taken down. Ribbies is being very aggressive with that op at B shot, and Hunter is now going to be rotating to CT. In the meanwhile, Blackhawk has taken down Excali. Shabby looking for more, looking to find opposition, takes down Ribbies, and now it's a 2v2 now. And Blackhawk and Shabby, two very old teammates. Can they pull it off again? Blackhawk, oh, Shabby gets shot in, and now it's a 1v1. 98 against 74. These are very healthy numbers. It's the guy who misses the shot, and he's going to pay for it. And Blackhawk playing it safe. He wants to make this round count. Hunter has no idea where Blackhawk is. Okay, he does, but he doesn't know that Blackhawk is coming in with the headshot. And like I said, Team Eternal Esports would want to close it off very immediately, but they weren't able to do so. So are they going to be force buying this round? No, indeed. They have 1500. No, they are. Okay. These are very shocking instances coming in from Team Eternal Esports. 3 full buys, but 2 guys with pistols. And Hunter headed towards mid. He's coming in like a madman. He's trying to get that initial pick and get info, but he's not going to be able to do so. They are playing it smart here, Team Wolf. And in the meanwhile, Ace is stacked up in a very, very good position here. He is just going to be watching B shot and connector from a position we have never seen before. There you go. It's a triple stack coming in. It's a triple stack coming in from Team Eternal Esports. In the meanwhile, they're headed towards the B bomb site, and Ritesh spots one in the heaven, and Ritesh has no idea that he's going to be flanked by a herd of people coming in, and Ritesh takes one down, now looking for another one, and they're heading towards him, and he's going to be teared down immediately, making it a 3v4 now. A-Star headed in from the long area, and this is going to be a fight coming in, and Blackhawk has been taken down. This is a 2v4 now. Excali, Ace, all of them at B-bomb side. A-Star looking for one, gets one. Looking for another one. Ribbies has taken down A-Star, leaving it to Shabby. Shabby in a 1v3. Against 3 M4s, can he do it? Excali in the CT area, and Ace marking B-bomb site from Graffiti. Shabby knows that something is up. He needs to get the headshot onto Ace. And he knows that he needs to plan the C4 as well. He doesn't want to risk it, and Ace is just coming out in the nick of time. Perfect angle. A map which was in their favor has turned completely upside down, and Eternal Esports have just clinched the map. 16-13 in favor of Eternal Esports. Well, that's the end of the first map, and I'll be back in a while. This is Nick Heaton signing off.
सारा आपके लिए और मम्मा के लिए। बेटा ऐसे वेस्ट नहीं करते।
मम्मा ये सबसे ज्यादा मीठा है, ये आपके लिए।
ख्याल रखने से ही तो अपनापन बढ़ता है और हम भी यही मानते हैं। इसीलिए हमारी हैसल फ्री वारंटी, एफिशिएंट कस्टमर केयर और फ्री डिलीवरी दे आपको कंप्लीट केयर, कंप्लीट टेक्नोलॉजी, सर्कल।
और ये सब
पापा को दे दे।
Send me out some backup. Want to bring this guy down before he hurts somebody. Yeah, that's confirmed. You're not stopping.
Oh!
संजू क्या कर रहे हो?
Obvious.
संजू is such a pig. I mean just look at the mess. तुम कोई भी चीज ढंग से नहीं कर सकते क्या?
Yes.
और ये कोई जूते रखने की जगह है? Disgusting.
Yeah, what a shot!
Very good. यहाँ बैठकर टेनिस खेल सकते हो लेकिन मेरा मैच देखने नहीं आ सकते.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live with map 2 of the grand finals between Eternal Esports and Team Wolf, and we saw that previous map going in favor of Team Eternal Esports. Well, needless to say there, Team Wolf had that map in control, but still somehow managed to lose it, even after giving 11-4 shift. And we are through with the knife round in the second map. And already 3 knives committed, and 4th one, and this is now in a 1v2 scenario with Ritz against Excali, and he's going to be taken down as well. So this is now making it an Eternal Esports call. So they want to stay. So this is going to be a T-sided Eternal Esports and Team Wolf playing CTs. Needless to say, Cobblestone, it is much favored by Team Eternal Esports. It is their forte, it is their home map, and they are feared in this map. So all eyes on Team Wolf about how they go about in this map, and let's hope and we have an enticing affair in our hands. Spy is just going to be marking the drop zone from drop to A, and Shabby is going to be just lurking at A long from the drop zone area. This is going to be Blackhawk taking on Ace. In the meanwhile, they're going to be dropping to A, and Blackhawk has got another headshot in onto Excali. Ribbies in the meanwhile has just lurked in to the connector area, and he's going to be trying and finding opposition. Shabby has given away his position, and he's going to be fired upon, but what a shot coming in from Shabby, looking for another one, not going to be finding him, and making it a 1v3 now quickly. Ribbies, 68 HP. A-Star lurking into that mid area. Ribbies is now heading towards the B-bomb side. He knows that the C4 is dropped into the drop area, so he's going to be getting the C4. And meanwhile, he's going to be fired upon by Ritz, and Ritz misses quite a lot of bullets, manages to get the headshot in. A convincing first round coming out from Team Wolf there. Just one thing to point out in that round, Shabby, he needs to land his feet on the ground before shooting bullets. You cannot shoot bullets like that and be legalized. And needless to say here, Team Eternal Esports will be coming in with the force buy. Ribbies will be buying in as well, or will he? Yes, indeed he does. And Shabby is now headed towards the danger zone, and the mid area is going to be smoked off, but that's a bad smoke coming out from A-Star. He's just going to be having the Molotov in hand just to be doubly sure. Ritesh in the meanwhile just holding onto his grenade and drops it out into that B long entrance. Eternal Esports looking for the B execute. Excali with the deagle in hand, trying to find headshots, not going to be finding anyone. He's just going to take some damage from the Molotov. Ritesh, you need to back off. Those are pretty darn headshots not coming in. Eternal Esports holding their position. They are into the drop zone already, and this is a 4v4 scenario. Blackhawk already dead. Shabby still holding A long. Ritesh in the meanwhile holding crack. Spy is holding on to his passive angle from the B-bomb site. A-Star just lurking near that pillar at the connector to A area. Ribbies now, he is having the perfect angle onto A-Star, and A-Star just holding his angle as well. But neither of them are going to be spotting each other out. Ritesh in the meanwhile has taken down a perfect position, and Shabby is the sole survivor at the A bomb site. In the meanwhile, Team Eternal Esports have already made their way towards the A-long area. A-Star has taken down Ribbies, and Shabby will now be caught off guard, or will he? Oh yes, he is. He's caught off guard. A-Star in the meanwhile just coming in with a flash, and that flash has been avoided by Pexar. A-Star is going to have bullets fired upon him. Pexar looking for the flank, and that's a dead A-Star. And in the meanwhile, this round will be going to Eternal Esports, I believe. Ritesh is at 22 HP in a 1v3 scenario. Brilliant. brilliant gameplay coming out from Team Eternal Esports. They came in with the flanks initially into the drop zone with Blackhawk dead initially, and then making sure that Shabby with the sole survivor at the A-bomb site, and then coming in through the mid area. Well, we see a force buy coming out from Team Wolf, and yes indeed, Ritesh still has 2400 in his bag, and he has only opted to go for the pistol, that is. So he will be saving for the op, and he will be handing it over to either Shabby or A-Star. Blackhawk just firing random bullets at the B main entrance. He's trying to find opposition, not going to be finding anyone yet. And Shabby just lurking in that mid area, playing aggressively, not going to be successfully finding anyone. Spy just waiting in the drop to B area, and A-Star is just going to be helping out Shabby with the mid peak. Blackhawk is going to find opposition headed towards his way, and Ritesh is also waiting in the doldrums. He's also going to be waiting for him, and Ritesh is going to be fired upon. Blackhawk now looking for opposition, trying to find headshots, not going to be finding anyone yet. They are headed towards the B main area. Blackhawk fires a bullet, misses two, trying to get another one. Those are random bullets being fired by Blackhawk. And A-Star in the meanwhile has connected, and he's gotten one kill. And now then, this is a 4v1 situation yet again. Shabby now looking to come in with the flank, but too late, and Ribby's in perfect position. Well then, yet again, Team Eternal Esports coming in with the perfect executes, baiting out their resources whatsoever that were left on Team Wolf, and just making it count, and just making sure that Ritz was caught off guard, and Blackhawk was just firing in random bullets. And this is another eco coming in from Team Wolf. Ritesh does have 4k gold with himself. Shabby now is just lurking near A-Long, and Excali and Co are now headed towards the drop zone. They're going to be dropping down Molotovs, and the B main area is also going to be executed here. Hunter is just going to be watching backstab. In the meanwhile, Pexer and Co are now looking to get into that B-bomb site. Ace leading from the front, looking for headshots, not going to be finding anyone, but Blackhawk finds Ace instead. Ritesh in the meanwhile looking for headshots, not going to be finding anyone. A-Star has been taken down as well. Excali coming in with 3 kills that round. Well, like I said, Ritesh has been saving up money, so he has bought the op, and he's going to be opping himself. This is a very keen choice that I would rather want to see here. Ritesh is now going to be opping rather than giving it up to Shabby or A-Star. So Excali is already headed towards the B main area. He's going to be jumping through the crack, or he's going to be finding the first initial pick. What is it going to be like? Yes, he does. He finds the first initial pick, and it is Ritesh. And Ritesh has already been taken down. They are made the smoke wall already, and this is B control given away to the T sides. And Grippy is now looking for a pick. A-Star gets it one down. A-Star looking for another one, gets another one. And now then the Molotov is dropping in just behind him. And Pexar in the meanwhile is now in a 2v2 here. Shabby and Blackhawk both playing from the stone area. And Hunter is just watching backstab. And Pexar has been, I believe he's just been told that you need to back off, son. And that's what he's done immediately. Shabby just waiting and waiting into that stair area, looking for the headshot, gets it. And now it is a 1v2. Blackhawk, Hunter and Shabby. Hunter looking for the C4, and he's going to be able to get it. And in a 1v2 scenario, Shabby very low on HP, 15, and Blackhawk at 66. It could go Eternal Esports' way if he is able to trade one down. And Blackhawk now marking his angles in a perfect position. And Shabby, he just might be caught off guard. Yes, he is. And looking for the other one, gets it as well. Superior rifle shooting coming in from Hunter. Well, like I said, he just needed to get the trade kill onto one of them, and he did get the perfect peek coming in onto Shabby. Blackhawk was just watching the B stairs area, and Shabby was just helplessly watching from the B bomb side. So they weren't watching each other's asses, and that's the reason why they paid the price. In the meanwhile, this is going to be another eco coming out from Team Wolf. They do not need to panic. They can still get this map in their favor. They need to hold on to their nerves. Ribby's in the meanwhile meanwhile is just going to be spraying down random bullets in the B main area, and Ace is just going to be walking and just watching that mid area from the Dragon Law. Vexor in the meanwhile is going to have bullets fired upon him, but he doesn't realize the fact. And this is going to be a B drop execution coming in, or is it going to be an A fake coming in? I believe it will be an A rotation coming in from Team Eternal Esports. Wolf on the other hand, Shabby already playing in close mid. So he will have info very soon. He will know that the team is rotating towards A, and they have given away steps. They have given away info. So Shabby will know, and he has called his team. And Shabby needs to kill one. Not going to be able to find anyone there. Spy in the meanwhile just lurking into that connector area. Ritz has already made his way towards the money truck, and now he will be wanting to find headshot. He just fires random bullets, looking for one. Not going to be finding anyone. Hunter and Ribbies have taken one down. Asa takes one down as well. Blackhawk in a 1v3 now. He's up with the Deagle. He needs to get one kill initially. Not going to be finding it, and his head has been just busted out. And that's a dead Blackhawk as well. Well, the score stands at 5-1. Eternal Esports 5, Team Wolf at 1. And this will be a buy round coming out from Team Wolf. Yes, indeed. They need to win this. They need to win this badly. Team Wolf, if you do not win this round, you will be suffering another 2 eco rounds on the trot. And those won't be pretty. Hunter in the meanwhile is just continuing his form from the last map. He is leading from the front. He's leading his team into fights. Excali now just going to be marking his lines and going to be waiting for the right angles into that long rush area. Hunter marking along with a passive op shot, and Ace is just going to be faking me for the instance. And Shabby in the meanwhile is taking down one, takes down two. Is he awakening? Is this the awakening? These are 2 shots coming in. No, he's been shut down immediately. And in the meanwhile, the rest of his team is now going to be rotating towards the A bomb site. A-Star is already sitting pretty at A, and he is playing aggressively. He does not want to pick. He just makes that needless pick. Spy in the meanwhile he's stuck in 2 worlds. He doesn't know where to go. Ritz in the meanwhile gets a shot onto Ace at the B bomb site. It's a 2v3 scenario. Ribbies and Hunter. Hunter is opping, and he's waiting for one guy to make that rotation from heaven. And Ribbies in the meanwhile is just lurking at mid, and he is going to be entering the mid area and checking all angles. Hunter has taken down Blackhawk. Spy is now headed towards the money truck area. Hunter waiting for the right angle, and he misses the shot. Ribby is now going to be heading towards the A bomb site. Spy takes him down with a flash. And there you go, Hunter and Ritesh, the 2 sole survivors for their teams. Ritesh is now coming in with the flank. He's coming through A long. Hunter has no idea whatsoever about this. He should not miss this round. Ritesh, this is your round. You do not want to miss this. Hunter is sitting there like a duck. You should get this in. But no, Hunter gets him out. He knows where Ritesh is, and now Ritesh is in a very precarious situation. He needs to fire bullets, but no, in vain. Hunter marking his angles yet again pretty decently. Well, the score stands at 6-1. Team Eternal Esports at 6 and Wolf at 1. And they are in dire straits here, Team Wolf. They are force buying yet again. They are risking it all here. They didn't have money above 4,000, I believe, and they still bought into it. So these are going to be Owen M4s and I believe MP45s with some resources and stuff. And Eternal Esports sensing victory. They know that Team Wolf are panicking and they're making some random mistakes. Can they make them pay the price? Shabby in the meanwhile is just playing A-Long aggressively along with A-Star, and Ritesh is just marking the drop zone along with Spy. And there you go, Blackhawk is now into that drop to B area, while the entire Team Eternal Esports is now headed towards the B bomb site. They are coming in with Molotovs and flashes, and the Molotov setup coming in. This is going to be a drop Molotov coming in. No, indeed, they're going to be going in on aim. Yes, indeed. Vexa jumping in, Excali as well. They are going in all guns easy. And will they be able to get it? Vexa gets 1, gets 2, Excali trades him down as well. And now they're making it a 2v4 very quickly. Shabby coming in from the B lobby area. And Blackhawk knows the plant is taking up. And he looks for one. Shabby has been taken down, making it a 1v4. And Blackhawk, you are alone and you are stranded, brother. Eternal Esports making it all count, making the right plays when it matters the most. And the economy speaks for itself, and this will be finally an eco coming out from Team Wolf. And they opt to buy CZs and P250. They do not opt for any resources whatsoever in an eco. That's interesting, given the fact that they are a good team. They can opt to buy some flashes, some molotovs, just in case you know you do have info about where the opposing team is going to be making that play. Ribbies is now going to be boosted into that B-long area just to mark that plateau rush. And Hunter is going to be very passive, watching that A-long rush coming in from his opponents. Shabby is just going to be lurking in that A-long area. In the meanwhile, Ritz has already been taken down. Blackhawk just marking drop zone. Not going to be finding anyone yet. Spy from drop 2A. And Shabby, Blackhawk and Spy, 3 survivors for Team Wolf here. And Pexa now heading towards the B main area. He is now going to be looking to jump from crack. Blackhawk in the meanwhile has got a headshot onto Excali, and this is now going to be interesting. It's a 2v3 now. Blackhawk looking at B mains, looking towards the plateau, and Shabby has already been taken down. And Blackhawk now in a 1v3 scenario, and he's been spotted, and he's going to be taken down as well. No, indeed. Pexa trying to back off. He's very low on HP. Blackhawk can get the kill. Yes, he does. But in the meanwhile, the bomb is being planted at the A bomb site. And Ace is very, very healthy, and so is Hunter. 172 combined HP. And Blackhawk is at 39. He will want to clutch this round, but he does not have a kit. He just has a smoke and AK in hand. So it's going to be very hard indeed. They are taking perfect positions. And Blackhawk just lurking in through the connector. He's going to be spotted, and he's going to be shut down immediately. The score stands at 8-1, and all this while the teams were having some friendly chats yet again. Like I said, all big players from the Indian CSGO scenario, but all good friends. It's very pleasing to see. 8-1 the score stands. Eternal Esports at 8 and Team Wolf at 1, and Wolf will now be opting for a double op setup. It's Shabby and A-Star coming in with 2 ops. Well, this is something out of the books, and 2 ops in Cobble is not recommended, and yet again you need to do something out of the books just to make sure you get some rounds under your belt. This is going to be a side stack coming in from A-Star and Spy. They are going to be stacking up near the statue just to make sure that they get the first initial pick onto the B mains. But Eternal Esports have read this beautifully, and they are going to be heading towards the A-long area. And Ace is the only guy who's going to be lurking at B. Meanwhile, Shabby has already taken down 1. And now then the attention shifts to Shabby, and he is going to be just waiting and lurking in that mid area, marking the danger zone and the mid door as well. A-Star is just going to be marking long. He's already made his way up to the A bomb site, and Ace will now be holding his position. Ribbies is just going to be dropping down a smoke for his teammates, and he will be able to pass down mid without any worries. Yes, indeed. Meanwhile, Hunter is continuously marking that long push, and they are now going to be opting to rush B, I believe. Yes, indeed. They have made sure that 2 guys are still stuck at the A bomb site, and Ritz and Shabby are still at A, and A-Star is at B, and while that is Blackhawk, is going to be stationed in the drop zone. A-Star gets the shot onto Ace at B mains. Now looking for another one. He misses the shot. Blackhawk takes down Ribbies, and Spy has taken down Excali finally. Well, the dual op setup coming to good use. A-Star didn't quite do any damage, but Shabby did lurk around the danger area and get the kill. I've been noticing something about Shabby in particular. He has been going aggressive to get the kills and get the peaks there, and the similar thing can be said about Excali. 2 very aggressive players, but they do play passively when their team wants them to. But whenever they're aggressive and whenever they're in the zone, they just are very, very demolishing. Hunter is already at B main. He's going to get the shot, and that's Spy dead. And he's dropping down a flash, and he's going to go for the second peek there. And Hunter in the meanwhile lurking near those B plateau boxes. And Shabby is now just heading towards the mid area. Ritesh He knows that something is up at the B plateau area, and he does not want to show his face here. He will be taken down because that's a direct shot right from the B plateau. And 3 guys at B, and Shabby, the sole guy, trying to defend the A bomb site. Eternal Esports here, they can take a breather, they can slow it down. They will be annoying Team Wolf the further it slows down. And now then Hunter is just going to be marking B long, and Excali and Co have just made it into the drop zone. These are perfect angles being marked by Blackhawk and Co, but Blackhawk has been taken down here. In the meanwhile, Ritz now is going to be spotted down in the chicken coop, and 2 guys taken down in a flash. There again, Team Eternal Esports waiting and waiting, playing the patient game and making all the right choices. They're waiting for Team Wolf to make all the mistakes from their end. And now then the score now is taking an unassailable lead in favor of Eternal Esports. Shabby has no idea whatsoever, but he does take one down, tries to take the second, not going to be successful. Ribbies was the guy who was taken down by Shabby, but he has been traded off immediately. In the meanwhile, let's have a look at the economy. They do have funds to buy, so they will be buying in. Yes, indeed, they are going to be buying in Clarions and M4s, but the M4 is only going to be coming in with the O2. That is Ritesh, I would believe, yes. Spy is just going to be headed to the drop zone. He's just going to be dropping down a smoke, and that's taking quite a while to just burst down, and that's a perfect smoke, but it took quite a while. A-Star and Blackhawk are going to be marking that B long area, and Shabby is also in the vicinity to help them out. So this is going to be Ritesh watching A long and the A bomb site in particular alone. And the tree stack coming in for Shabby, and there you go, A-Star with a perfect crossfire being set up for Shabby. And Ritesh is just still lurking at A. Spy now going to be watching drop to B, while Blackhawk will be watching drop to A. In the meanwhile, entire team Eternal Esports is now headed towards the B bomb site. They just made sure that the Molotov was turned away, and now then this is going to be quick and fast action coming in from Team Eternal Esports, because they are headed in towards the crack zone. And Eternal Esports getting the first pick onto A-Star. Shabby could get 1-2. No, he doesn't get anyone. And then Blackhawk is now hiding at the bomb site, but he's going to be backstabbed as well. And this is not a pretty sight here. Ritesh on his own, 1v5, 77 HP, no resources whatsoever. He just does have an M4. And he's going to be marked from all angles. He's going to be literally going to be slaughtered here. Yes, indeed. And as we watch, this is Eternal Esports taking the lead 10-2 against Team Wolf in map 2 against a very good team, and this is the grand finals. So if at all Team Eternal Esports get the win in this map, it's going to be curtains for Team Wolf, and we will have a grand champions. Well, an eco map coming in, an eco round, that is, an eco round coming in from Team Wolf. Eternal Esports is just going to be lurking near that mid area, and the rest of the team is just going to be playing passively from the B lobby. Hunter is very skeptical about the fact that he might be rushed upon, so he's just going to be taking a passive angle onto the A long area with his teammate Excali just going to be helping in from mid. Spy in the meanwhile is just going to be watching the drop zone, and Shabby lurking near that long area trying to get the headshot in. He's going to miss, and Blackhawk is just hiding at the bleed pad 2 boxes, and now they're going to be faking this B bomb site and headed towards A. Yes, indeed, it is a 5-man rotation coming in towards the A bomb site. And Shabby makes it in time. He gets the backstab kill, and Shabby just making sure that the damage is done. But 3 guys dead, 4 guys dead. A-Star, the sole survivor on Team Wolf, trying to get the kills in, not going to be successful. Well, it seems as if Team Wolf have lost their morale and they've lost the spirit because they've just coming in all guns blazing all throughout the tournament, but in this penultimate stage they've just managed to not put up a fight. It was a good map in the previous one, that was Overpass, but Cobblestone has not gone in their favor so far. It can go their way if at all we see a miracle happening, because it is a city-sided map, and if played right, you won't be able to just get into any of the bomb sites. And Excali now lurking into that crack area. What a flash coming in from Excali, and what a peek coming in onto Spy, and he's been traded down immediately. A-Star trading down Pexar as well. A-Star takes down the second one, but he's been traded off immediately by Ace. And now it's a 2v3 situation. Hunter drops down a Molotov into the hut area, and now then he's headed towards the bomb site. Shabby now looking for the shot. Not going to find anyone. He does. He gets the first shot in, looking for the second one, and Ritesh helps his teammate. Well, I spoke too soon. Team Wolf do have fight left there, and Team Wolf now getting the third round in. Team Eternal Esports is now at 11. And it will be a full buy coming out from both the teams, and the dual op setup coming in from Team Wolf. And A-Star is going to be opping near the mid area, while Shabby is going to be just lurking near the mid to A, that is the connector area. And now they're all going to be switching here and there. They're headed towards the B bomb site. And this is a drop zone execute coming in. Spy has been caught off guard completely. Ritz now marking that drop zone. No, Shabby has been taken down as well. And now then Pexa needs to make a run here. He does not want to fight. They all want to go towards the A bomb site. And Excali now leading from the front. He is now trying to clear the A bomb site here. Blackhawk is waiting in the drop zone, and he's going to be taken down as well. And Ritesh, the sole survivor, in the drop zone, waiting, and he takes down Ribis. And now then he's going to be marked out by Pexa and company, and he's firing random bullets here. And now they're going to be having a spray down. This is a 1v4 coming out, and Ritesh sensing that he's in danger, and he pulled out a knife, and that's going to be a dead Ritz. Well, the score stands at 12-3, and Eternal Esports have mustered 12 rounds in the T side. Team Wolf, well, they seem to be lost, and they seem to be losing their way. They need to pull up their socks and win this first round, and well, then we might just have a fight. And nothing out of the blue coming out from Team Wolf. They're all coming in with their armor, that is. Spy is just going to be lurking into that mid area, waiting and watching for that A-long push, and he does have push coming in. Hunter in the meanwhile has taken down one already, and that's a execute coming in from the drop zone, and Shabby and Ritz have taken down two, and those are bullets being missed by Spy. Okay, he takes one down instead. And now then 1v3 Hunter against the likes of Shabby, Ritz and Spy. Hunter is now heading towards the mid area, and he's now going to be marching towards the A bomb site. Can this guy do it? He is known to get big clutches in. Shabby just going to be marking that connector area. Hunter gets the sick headshot in. My god, will he do it? And he knows that one is into that A long to A short area, and Spy playing it cleverly. He's just going to be backing off, and he has info about Hunter. He's now headed towards the A bomb site, trying in for the defuse. Shabby giving away his position, and he's been taken down as well. This is the 1v1. Can he do it? He's looking for the pistol, and he's in a 1v1 scenario, but the bomb is taking away. I don't believe that this round will go their way. No, it isn't. Team Eternal Esports, well tried there, Hunter. And Team Wolf gets the round. Well, the score stands at 12-4. Eternal Esports at 4 and Team Wolf. Eternal Esports at 12 and Team Wolf at 4. And we're going to be seeing a force buy coming out from Team Eternal Esports. Well, this is interesting. They do have the round cushions in their favor, but they could have ecoed and then bought in the third or fourth round. but they have some strategies in mind. And now then this is going to be a fight commencing at mid. Spy coming in, all guns blazing, leading from the front, but Blackhawk's been taken down immediately. Shabby with an AK in hand, Ritz with an AK as well. Shabby looking for opposition, going to find one. Now looking for another one, and he's in the nest room. He doesn't want to get killed here, and Ribby's in the meanwhile has come in with the flank, and Shabby takes one down as well. Well, the score at 12-5, and Hunter and Excali are leading their team to victory. But Wolf are now being resurgent, and they have pulled back 2 rounds, so we can have a match at our hands. That was a force buy coming out from Team Eternal Esports. And now then, Team Eternal Esports, Ace is just going to be marking that mid area, and he's going to be very up close, trying to get one, gets one, and gets the second one as well. No, Hunter in the meanwhile has got the other one. Spy is now going to be watching that long area, and he knows that Hunter is just marking that territory. In the meanwhile, Blackhawk is at the A-bomb side. He's going to be finding Pexa, trying to get Pexa, not going to be getting him completely in a 2v2 scenario. And Spy in a very precarious position here. He's at 64 HP, and Blackhawk knows that Hunter is coming in from A-long, but they do not know where Excali is. Excali does have an AK in hand. He can clutch this round. He hasn't been spotted down yet, and he is. Blackhawk just takes him down. And this will be a buy coming out from Team Eternal Esports. Hunter has bought in with the AWP, and Pexa and Co are going to be opting for their M4s, while Shabby does have an op in hand. Ritz and Co just heading towards this mid area, where they're just going to be holding position, but instead Blackhawk decides to go marching in. It's a very quick rush coming in from Blackhawk. He's just going to be dropping down a smoke into the connector. He knows that one guy is at wooden planks. He's going to be trying to take him down, and yes, he does. And then another guy, just in the nick of time, takes the trade. And Blackhawk knows that one of them is lurking under heaven. And Ritz in the meanwhile has taken down one. Blackhawk trying to find opposition, not going to be successful. Excali in the meanwhile has taken down Spy, and Ritz has taken down Excali. And now in a 2v3, Shabby has taken down Hunter. Eternal Esports, Ace here in superior position. He knows where both the enemies are, but they know where he is. Well then, the score is now at 7-12. Team Wolf proving me wrong. They aren't dying without a fight. Team Wolf are putting up a fight. They have got 4 rounds on the trot. And now then this will be an eco coming out from Team Eternal Esports. And Shabby is still going to be opping this round, and he's going to be watching mid, while the likes of Eternal Esports are just going to be guarding mid, and Ribbies has been taken down already. And A-Star looking to get one. Blackhawk has taken down Spy here. Interesting here. And Ritesh, okay, a messed up Molotov as well. So they need to back off. They need to back off from this area. It's cursed. And in the meanwhile, they're now going to be backing off and headed towards the B-bomb site. In the meanwhile, Ritesh and Shabby now looking for the smoke setup. The smokes and Molotovs being dropped in. And Pexa now knows that the entire Team Wolf has rotated towards the B-bomb site. And Ritesh has taken down Hunter. Shabby takes down Pexa. And in a 1v3 scenario, Excali coming in with his deagle. Can this guy do it? Shabby looking for the peak, not gonna get it, and one guy is low amongst them, but Shabby shuts him down immediately. 8-12. And yet again, the full buy will be coming out from Team Eternal Esports. Well, no one in particular has been dominating from Team Wolf, but Ritesh has been doing the bulk of the killing from the side of Team Wolf, and that goes to show that he is a clutch player and an important player for Team Wolf, yes indeed. Pexa in the meanwhile is just going to be guarding the drop zone, and now he backs off and just decides to watch it from the drop to A area, and Ribbies is now just lurking in that danger zone. Excali, on the other hand, is passively watching the B long area. Spy in the meanwhile has just gotten into that B bomb site from the drop zone. Blackhawk waiting for opposition, gonna find Excali as well. And in the meanwhile, Pexor has now backed off. They need to save this round. They do not want to overcome it. Yes, indeed, they are saving. They are playing the economy game pretty well here, Eternal Esports, because they will want to save their rifles and their ops for the upcoming rounds. Because a round given away right now is bearable, but after 2 rounds, I don't think so. Team Eternal Esports would rather want to risk it. A-Star is already on the hunt, and Pexor and Ribbies are now marking that A-long area, and Hunter is just watching their backstab. A-Star just lurking into that castle area, and he's not going to be finding anyone here. Well, this is going to be a triple save coming in from Team Eternal Esports. 3 guys saving their rifles, and that's an AWP, that is. 2 rifles and an AWP. Being firing bullets, and he just missed that headshot. And Blackhawk in the meanwhile just going to be trying to drop that smoke. In the meanwhile, Pexa and Ribbies have just sandwiched back Blackhawk, and they are backing off. Shabby in the meanwhile is just headed towards this A-bomb side. Shabby looking for one, gets one, and it's a 3v3. Things are even Stevens even now. Excali is just going to be holding that B bomb site from the drop zone, and Ace is just going to be left near the heavens. And Spy has made his way towards the money truck, and he knows that his B is going to be essential, and he has given away info. He knows that one of them is at heaven, and Pexor in the meanwhile has taken down one. Now looking for another one, but Spy takes him down instead. A-Star looking for that backstab. Excali is sitting pretty at the B bomb site, and A-Star just being very judgmental and waiting and marking that backstab push. But little does he know that Ace is already into that little hut, and they will want to plant the C4. A-Star is now coming in with the C4. Ace needs to play it cleverly. He knows that the C4 is headed towards the bomb site, and Spy will be marking his angles, and he gets an insane headshot onto Spy now. It's a 1v2. A-Star, come at the R, come at the man. Will we see him yet again? Will we see this guy pull it off yet again for his team? It's a 1v2 here. He gets the first headshot, but no, he doesn't. He doesn't get the second one in. Finally, Eternal Esports get a breather, get a hold of things. Finally able to pull one round back after 6 continuous rounds. Team Wolf, though, they are very sound economically, and they will be able to buy. Shabby is only going to be opping yet again, and this is going to be an op coming out from Hunter, I believe. Yes, 3 M4s and a Clarion with complete resources being bought by Team Eternal Esports. Hunter with a very passive mid shot onto that mid door, and Excali is going to be marking that B crack zone. Spy and Co are now looking to execute that B drop zone and the B mains area. They have been smoked out for a while now, so they will now look to execute their smokes and molotovs into the drop zone. Let's have a look at what Eternal Esports are up to. Ribbies is just going to be watching near that A danger area, and in the meanwhile, Excali is just going to be watching B mains. Ritz and Co are now slowly marching towards that B mains area, and with already one of their teammates dead, things are not looking pretty. Ace is lurking near the stairs area, and he has the perfect angle onto them. Ritesh, he does want to check through the smoke, and he gets the perfect shot in. And Ritesh now headed towards the B bomb side. He gets 2 headshots already in. Spy has come in with the 4th, and Pexor now, he's trading them down. And Blackhawk now heading onto the B bomb side. They want the plant, and Shabby now gets 1 kill in, and now then making it a 2v1 here. Ribbies, Blackhawk at 2 HP and Shabby at 41. He knows that Blackhawk is very low. He needs to get the right angle in, and he gets Blackhawk, and this is now a 1v1. Would you believe it? 1v1, 9-13. Shabby needs to get this round for his team. He needs to bait out the defuse. Ribbies is now getting close. He's now going to jump onto his face, I believe. Yes, indeed, but Shabby gets the shot in. Well, that's a weird name for a knife. Damaged Princess. I just noticed. (10-13) the score stands, and Eternal Esports are now going to be eco. So Team Wolf, you do have an opportunity. You do have an opportunity to get 2 rounds in the bag. And in the meanwhile, they're going to be rushing into the B bomb site. This is going to be a very fast round, I believe. A-Star leading from the front, going into the drop zone, gets 2 kills already. And now then he's checking all angles. He's now headed into the drop to A connector area. He's going to be fired upon, looking for the third, not going to be finding it. And he knows that 2 guys are now into that drop to connector area. Blackhawk marking his angles, and it's a very passive position, so he's going to be safe there. And in the meanwhile, they are now going to be stacking outside that connector door, and this is Ace and Ribbies, that is. And Team Wolf sensing some kind of fishy strategy coming out from Team Eternal Esports and opting to run through the B long area and 2 kills. Shabby, on the other hand, is just going to be sitting and marking that castle area. Rids to 13. Well, this can be the game changer here. Or else I would say this is the game changer. If Eternal Esports are able to pull up this round, they are practically going to win the match, the map, and the entire tournament as well. On the other hand, Team Wolf can pull things back and will be able to get this round and another eco coming in from Team Eternal Esports after this round. And now that they're going to be jumping in and they're going to be double peeking into that drop zone. Smoke and Molotov coming in. They're going to be jumping in to the right, I believe. No, they're going to be jumping in straight, and Pexa takes 1 down. And this is Spy dead, and Ritz now trying to fire bullets. Blackhawk dead as well. This is a 3v5 scenario. Ritesh needs to get the headshots. He's not going to be finding anyone. And Shabby, the sole survivor, he won't be able to do much. Eternal Esports managing to shut Team Wolf down finally. Well, a needless execution in the drop zone, wherein you just spotted out 2 opposition just lurking around the drop to B area. You needed to fall back, but they just committed, and that's the mistake they made, and they paid the price for it. Eternal Esports sensing victory here. 11-14 the score, and Team Wolf have already bought in and they have already made the buy, and Shabby is going to be opting yet again, and all the other guys are going to be having AK rifles. Ribbies is just lurking in that A long area, and in the meanwhile they're going to be just going in like madmen. They're going to be going in like madmen into that B bomb site. They're dropping in smokes and molotovs now, and Shabby is going to be watching in from the plateau. Blackhawk gets the kill, and in the meanwhile A-Star arriving, and this is a 2v3 scenario here. Hunter trying to get the headshot in, gets the headshot onto Spy. A-Star gets the headshot onto Ace now, and in a 1v2 now. A-Star, can this guy do it yet again? And he's going to be caught out now. It's a 1v1, Ribbies versus A-Star. Ribbies very healthy. He is having a smoke and a molotov as well. He has enough resources to make it count. And A-Star now going to be smoking off that A connector door. And he's trying to play mind games here. He's trying to force out rotations and get some kind of information from Ribbies. But Ribbies is just not going to be giving it away so easily. And A-Star finally heading towards the A-bomb site, and Ribbies is right in position for this, right down the alley. And that was a celebratory fire, I believe. And they're sensing victory here. 15-11 Team Eternal Esports on match point and tournament point here. 15-11 the score stands. Team Wolf, they have a buy coming in, but it's a cheap buy. 2 pistols and 3 AKs coming out. Shabby with the Deagle and A-Star with the Tech 9. The rest of the guys have opted for AKs. They are again going to be forcing the issue. A-Star has dropped into the drop zone. Rich now waiting for Ribbies, and he's going to be finding him with a backstab kill. And Ritz is dead immediately. He's going to be traded by Hunter. Pex are now going to be watching the drop zone, and Hunter is going to be lurking at the A-bomb site. Excali in the meanwhile just going to be hiding into that coop area. Blackhawk is patiently waiting and waiting for his team to arrive. Pexar has made his way out of the drop zone, and now he's going to be marking that frag zone as well. And in the meanwhile, he's going to be dropping down a Molotov. Excali is completely not spotted, and he missed some bullets, but he gets the kill in. Looking for another one, not going to be finding him. Shabby 1v2 here, not going to find it. Eternal Esports have done it. Your champions for Techfest, Razer Gamers League, Eternal Esports in convincing fashion. 2 maps on the trot against Team Wolf. Well, kudos to them for the victory. This is Nick Heaton signing off.
आज फाइनल्स था मेरा
तो
Just forget.
छोटी, वो जो तेरा मैच पॉइंट वाला बैकहैंड शॉट था ना, that was actually quite killer, हाँ?
तुम थे वहाँ?
हाँ.
भरोसा हो तो अपनापन बढ़ता है, और हम भी यही मानते हैं। इसीलिए हमारी आफ्टर सेल सर्विस, सुपीरियर बिल्ड क्वालिटी और रिप्लेसमेंट वारंटी दे आपको कंप्लीट ट्रस्ट, कंप्लीट टेक्नोलॉजी। सर्कल।
हैप्पी नाउ? अच्छा, वो जो जूते उठा के फेंक दिए ना, वो प्लीज उठा के रख देना। थैंक यू।
क्या थैंक यू? आई विल नॉट डू इट।
सारा आपके लिए और मम्मा के लिए। बेटा ऐसे वेस्ट नहीं करते।
मम्मा ये सबसे ज्यादा मीठा है, ये आपके लिए।
ख्याल रखने से ही तो अपनापन बढ़ता है और हम भी यही मानते हैं। इसीलिए हमारी हैसल फ्री वारंटी, एफिशिएंट कस्टमर केयर और फ्री डिलीवरी दे आपको कंप्लीट केयर, कंप्लीट टेक्नोलॉजी, सर्कल।
और ये सब
पापा को दे दे।
Send me out some backup. Want to bring this guy down before he hurts somebody. Yeah, that's confirmed. Not stopping.
Oh,
संजू क्या कर रहे हो?
obvious.
संजू is such a pig. I mean just look at the mess. तुम कोई भी चीज ढंग से नहीं कर सकते क्या?
Yes.
और ये कोई जूते रखने की जगह है? Disgusting.
Yeah, what a shot.
Very good. यहाँ बैठकर टेनिस खेल सकते हो लेकिन मेरा मैच देखने नहीं आ सकते, है ना? आज फाइनल्स था मेरा.
तो
Just forget it.
छोटी, वो जो तेरा मैच पॉइंट वाला बैकहैंड शॉट था ना, that was actually quite killer, हाँ?
तुम थे वहाँ?
हाँ.
भरोसा हो तो अपनापन बढ़ता है और हम भी यही मानते हैं. इसीलिए हमारी आफ्टर सेल सर्विस, सुपीरियर बिल्ड क्वालिटी और रिप्लेसमेंट वारंटी दे आपको कंप्लीट ट्रस्ट, कंप्लीट टेक्नोलॉजी. सर्कल.
Happy now? अच्छा, वो जो जूते उठा के फेंक दिए ना, वो प्लीज उठा के रख देना. Thank you.
क्या थैंक यू? I'll not do it.
सारा आपके लिए और मम्मा के लिए। बेटा ऐसे वेस्ट नहीं करते।
मम्मा ये सबसे ज्यादा मीठा है, ये आपके लिए।
ख्याल रखने से ही तो अपनापन बढ़ता है और हम भी यही मानते हैं। इसीलिए हमारी हैसल फ्री वारंटी, एफिशिएंट कस्टमर केयर और फ्री डिलीवरी दे आपको कंप्लीट केयर, कंप्लीट टेक्नोलॉजी। सर्कल।
और ये सब
पापा को दे दे।
Get a ban.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nick Heaton back again from the Techfest Razer Gamers League, and you are watching the show match between the winners of the Techfest Razers Gamers League, that is ROG Titans, against the formidable Signify. Well, this is going to be a best of one, and Signify versus ROG Titans, the 10 best players of Dota 2 in India at the moment. This is going to be Flair, No Chance, Parvati, this is some weird name, and Blizzard. So let me just recollect their lineup. It's going to be Negi, Pasol, No Chance, Crawley, and Blizzard in Signify.
Dyer's turn to pick. Radiant's turn to pick.
And the draft is already underway, and we are going to be having this Nyx Assassin, Tiny, and a Night Stalker being banned out by ROG Titans, and the Gonda Omni Knight and Clockwork being banned out by Signify, and the signature puck of Crawley coming out immediately, along with the Shadow Shaman for, I believe, Pasol.
5 seconds remaining.
While on the side of ROG Titans, they picked out the Fudge, so they are in the mood for a fun game, I believe. Or is it going to be a serious one? Well, they are the winners of the Techfest Gamers Razers League, and they have nothing to lose here. So this is a show match against Signify, and they will be having the bragging rights over them if they manage to pull a win over Team Signify. Well, the Razer getting banned out by Team Signify, and that brings Team ROG Titans to their 4th ban. Well, moments ago we saw the CSGO finals just concluded, and Eternal Esports prevailing over Team Wolf in emphatic fashion in 2 maps, and that about sums it up for CSGO. And this is the final match for the day on the stream as well. Well then, the 4th ban is yet to be popped out by ROG Titans. It's 1 minute and 53 seconds still remaining.
Dire's ban
and the Terrorblade ban coming out, so a probable anti-mage pickup coming in from the ROG Titans. And the Night Stalker is also banned, and the Tinker now being banned out by Team Signify. So this is completely signifying that ROG Titans would want to pick up the anti-mage.
Dire's turn to
the Morphling being banned out. Morphling is completely out of the patch and out of meta. But yet again, that would rather be very, very skeptical. And the IO getting picked out by Team Signify. So we are going to be having the IO as the 4th position support.
10 seconds. 5 seconds remaining.
ROG Titans yet to pick their 3rd hero, and they will be picking an offlane hero, I believe. And it's the Pudge and Barathrum as 2 supports. They can do quite a bit and play around with the draft. So
get a ban. Dire's turn to pick.
And there you go, the Shadow. This is Nick Heaton back again from the Techfest Razer Gamers League, and you are watching the show match between the winners of the Techfest Razers Gamers League, that is ROG Titans, against the formidable Signify.
10 seconds. 5 seconds remaining.
Well, sorry for that little glitch there, and I was facing some mic issues, and like I said, this is going to be an interesting game, and we see the Underlord being picked out by Team Signify. So this is going to be an offlane Underlord coupled with the Shadow Shaman and IO. It is going to be one tanky beast. And so 1 minute and 27 seconds of result time left, and the Wraith King pickup. So this is interesting. The Wraith King now does not need reincarnation mana cost at level 20. So these are interesting heroes being picked out by the ROG Titans, the Shadow Fiend and the Wraith King. These are 3 strength heroes, and Shadow Fiend at mid. They would want to ban out the Outworld Devourer right now. And ROG Titans, I'm guessing, will want to ban out the Outworld Devourer, given the fact that they do have 3 strength heroes, and Shadow Fiend will lose mid pretty badly against an Outworld Devourer. The puck might just go into the safe lane and snowball later on, or else they could even give the safe lane to the Outworld Devourer.
5 seconds remaining.
And will they be banning the anti-mage or the OD? They still have 1 minute and 25 seconds left, so that's ample amount of time. very skeptical about whatever they want to ban out right now, ROG Titans. I just hope that this is going to be a serious game rather than a mischievous one. Since it is a show match, they would rather want to upset Signify in convincing fashion.
Radiant's turn
And
to
the
pick.
Phantom Assassin getting banned out. So the Anti-Mage is also up for grabs, and so is the Outworld Devourer. And they could have it and completely decimate the opposition right now. But Signify will be having something in mind to just counter
10
this last
seconds.
pick coming out from ROG Titans. It will be a offlane
5
hero coming
seconds
out
remaining.
from the ROG Titans. I would think that they would want someone to give them that AoE control, because the Shadow Fiend ult does require some stun or something that stops the opposition from running away. On the other hand, Signify do have the Puck Coil along with the Pit of Malice from the Underlord. And the last 20 seconds left for the ROG Titans. They're thinking, they're scratching their heads over this last final pick. So it can be a hero which helps them gank or gives them that AoE stun potential. Can be the Earthshaker as well, but he's just falling off.
Dyer's
the
turn
saw,
to pick.
and it's a Timber Saw. Well, the focus is now going to be shifted onto the Timber Saw, not onto the Wraith King or the Shadow Fiend, but the Timber Saw instead. And the Phantom
Choose your
Lens
hero.
are coming in. Very good hero against the Wraith King. Depletes all his mana and makes it very hard to detect. Well, they do have the Timber Saw and the Pudge to detect the real carry in between all the illusions that Blizzard will be popping out. And we see some nice aesthetics coming out from both the teams. Pudge with that lethal set of his, and this is going to be a Swifty Barathrum. So Swifty, I'll be very keen to see whether he's going to be taking up the support role here. And Parvati, that is going to be the Crawley, I believe. That's going to be Mr. Crawley, and no chance on his Io, and Pasol on the Shadow Shaman, while Negi is going to be taking care of the Underlord on the offlane. And in the ROG Titans, it's going to be A35, that's Goretko, handling the Shadow Fiend. Well, no initial pauses coming out from either of the teams,
Prepare
so
for
it seems like
battle.
they're ready and raring to go. And let's have a look at all of their starting items. The Wraith King has opted for the Mortal Strike, and he is going to be having just a Stout Shield and Tangos. And on the other hand, the Shadow Fiend is now going to be having Tango. He's going to be having 2 Tangos, and so Swifty is going to be playing the support Barathrum, I believe. Yes, indeed. He's going to be having a Stout Shield and Orb of Venom. Or it is going to be a support Wraith King, I believe, or what? What is going on here? We might as well see some interesting strats here, because Barathrum is headed to top off lane, and right away, friendly banter yet again. And this time around it is Mr. Crawley, and he wants to update some photos onto his Instagram profile. Serious ban. Okay. Well, this is going to be a fun game, but it will be played seriously. Trust me, guys. And Barathrum just taunting onto that top bounty rune of his. And a Timber Saw. This is going to be a carry Timber Saw that is going to be played by, I believe this is going to be
30 seconds to battle.
Archmage that's going to be playing. Yes, indeed. It's going to be the Archmage Timber Saw. Zetisberg on the Pudge. Well, all of the entire team Signify has now gathered onto the bottom rune along with the Phantom Lancer, and the Puck is just going to be having
At last,
all
the
of Venom
battle
and
begins.
Mango as well. Well, the Underlord is now at the bottom lane, and this is going to be a very changed matchup here. Shadow Fiend coming mid, and Pudge is just going to be helping him block his creep wave, while the Underlord is here to block the creep wave from Timbersaw. He's just going to be dragging the creep wave away from him, and action in the mid lane. Pudge has just leveled up nothing so far, and Shadow Fiend is going to be harassed by No Chance with his spirits there. And Pudge in the meanwhile just trying to take down some damage and give some damage to Blizzard, but he's just taken a lot of damage in the whole process and he's already low. Barathrum on the other hand is just having a merry time and taunting into Crawley's faces. And No Chance, still very low on HP, but he's just taunting the SF to come and get him. And Zadisberg, he is raring to have a go, but he does not have his hook.
Tower is staggering.
On the other hand, the Shadow Shaman and the Puck now trying to get Swifty. They have got hold of him and he is in range. I believe this is going to be the first blood being committed by Swifty. He's going to be trying to die to the Roshan, but not going to be successful. Oh, yes, he is. In the meanwhile, at the bottom lane, this is a complete stalemate coming out. The Timbersaw and the Underlord, two behemoths fighting it out in the bottom lane, and the Shadow Fiend very low on HP. Phantom Lancer jumping in, trying to get the kill, not going to be successful. Io in grave danger. Pudge chasing him down. He's going to be seeing the courier as well, but he's going to be making his way out of there. In the meanwhile, this is going to be a jungling Wraith King. Okay, and Barathrum is going to be having his merry time in the top lane. Shadow Shaman is just going to be very close to his level 2. He's going to be picking up 2 bounty runes and he's going to be having his level 2 up right away. Yes, indeed. Action in the mid lane here. The Shadow Fiend is at level 2 and Blizzard just going to be trying to farm out his creep waves. But to no avail, he's going to be still zoned out, and Io jumping in and trying to help out his teammate, but not going to be successful. Shadow Fiend having a torrid time at mid. In the meanwhile, in the bottom lane, this is a weird matchup here. The Pudge and the Timbersaw are now going to be just ganking up onto the Underlord, and this is a level 2 Pudge. He does not want to fight this Underlord beneath his own tower, and he's going to be backing off cleverly. And Timbersaw as well, just going to be backing off simultaneously. In the meanwhile, in the top lane, Swifty at level 3 hasn't skilled. Okay, he has skilled level 2 charge, and there you go, the trash talk continues. In the meanwhile, the mid lane, a Shadow Fiend trying to get his CS going, and Blizzard there throwing in the Spirit Lance, that is, just for a range creep. And in terms of CS, it's the Timbersaw and the Wraith King leading the charts with 17 and 15, and SF being charged in here. This is going to be a dead Shadow Fiend if he's caught out. Yes, indeed he is, and he does not have the Hex. He's going to be charged upon, and Shadow Fiend and the first blood has already taken place, and it's No Chance dying. In the meanwhile, Swifty just knocking into Blizzard's space and just taunting him. Timbersaw is now level 4 and so is the Underlord, but the Underlord is now very close to his Arcane, so he will have enough gold to buy the Arcane boots as well. And in the meanwhile, in the mid lane, Phantom Lancer with the haste rune can commit and go into the tower, but SF has just salved up a bit, and he is building towards his magic wand along with the Aquila and the infused raindrops, and he's making the jump onto him, but oh, what an evade by Blizzard coming out. And immediate evasive measures coming out from Blizzard. And they are charging onto poor No Chance here. And No Chance, he's been hooked here. And Zadisberg trying to get onto him, but No Chance outsmarting him as well. And now then the Buck coming in, trying to get the kill onto Zetisbug. Zetisbug looking to deny himself, not going to be able to do so. And well played there. And this is level 4 Underlord, who's going to be having his level 5 very soon. I believe he's going to be having it right now. And Pudge level 3, just marching towards mid. Shaman is also level 3, but he does have 2 level Ether Shock. Barathrum, in the meanwhile, is having healthy levels as well. And there you go, the hook being committed, and so Pasol is now going to be TPing back to base. In the meanwhile, Shadow Fiend still at level 4, not going to be having his magic wand yet. He does have his stick, and Blizzard just going to be knocking in his face, and that's a very low HP, no chance, and he's going to be dead. And I do not really know what he was up to there. And Blizzard and No Chance tried to exchange blows, and Parvati has taken down Swifty in the meanwhile. And that's a double kill for the Puck.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The Wraith King now reaching level 5. He's trying to man fight the PL, and he's going to be charged upon into his own tier 1. And now then he does not know the real Phantom Lancer. He instead goes on to No Chance, and he has died. And in the whole process, Barathrum is now charged in, and he's going to be trying to take down Blizzard, but not going to be that useful there. And he is getting in the damage, and these are 100% bashes coming out from... Oh my word, that is a dead Phantom Lancer. And finally, the Shadow Fiend races are connecting. Well, those were 2 bashes coming in from the Barathrum. He does have a 17% bash chance, but those were 2 bashes coming in quick succession. And that's a dead Underlord. And with the Envy rune, SF, you are in danger. You are dead, my friend. You are dead beneath your own tower. And Buck, in the meanwhile, is still farming out her creep wave, and does have the Soul Ring and Wand. And he does have his power treads completed as well. Blizzard, in the meanwhile, is now completing his power treads, and he's being bottled up by No Chance.
Top tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Parvati just charging onto Swifty there. Swifty looking to make it out, and yes, he does. And now he's been stopped. Pudge, in the meanwhile, trying to get his teammate out of danger, but what does he hook? He just hooks the blind air. And Pudge now trying to get the kill onto the Shadow Shaman, and Shadow Shaman catches Pudge instead, and this is going to be a dead Pudge here. Yes, indeed. And now then Shadow Shaman trying to get his way out, not going to be successful. Parvati trying to make the run, and he's going to be successful in his escape. And that's a Shadow Fiend dead at the hands of the IO. In the meanwhile, in the mid lane, the IO now chasing down targets, but makes his escape as well. In the meanwhile, this is going to be a dead No Chance in the mid lane. He's going to be shredded to pieces, yes indeed. And the Underlord now is going to be pushing down the bottom lane with 4 dots into his Firestorm and 2 into the Pit of Malice.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Dire's middle tower is drowning.
And now then the Phantom Lancer is going to be charging out
faces a stiff win.
Onto his opposition.
Throw a line to Radiant's middle tower.
It's sinking.
Well, then the action continues in the bottom lane, and they are now going to be charging onto the Shadow Shaman, and the Phantom Lancer trying to get the kill onto the Wraith King. The Wraith King very low on mana, but he does have mana for reincarnation. He will be able to take, and he will be able to take another fight coming in from the Phantom Lancer. Swifty showing up in time, but he's going to be running helter skelter. In the meanwhile, Timbersaw targeting that IO, but IO tanking quite a lot. And in the meanwhile, Pudge showed up, and that's a dead Wraith King here. And Blizzard trying to man up against the Fudge and the Timber, so not going to be successful quite a bit, but he's dead as well. In the meanwhile, this is a bathroom that's running everywhere, just trying to create nuisance and stop people from killing his teammates.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
There you go. The Underlord is now pushing out the bottom lane, even beyond the tier 2, and he will be wanting to TP back to base, and he's going to be making it out. Yes, he will. He's going to be doing it in his face. He just does it into Swifty's face, and he's made it out. In the meanwhile, Shadow Fiend is at level 7, and Crawley, that is, on the puck, is going to be at level 9. He's reaching level 10 very soon. Shadow Shaman is now going to be just scouting out the Shadow Fiend, and he's waiting for the opportune time to just get hold of the Shadow Fiend and get the kill onto him. He's going to be trying for a solo kill onto him. I believe that he is going to be trying for a solo kill, and puck arriving in time. He's now going to be trying to get the puck as well, and the puck joining, and the coil has been committed. In the meanwhile, the Shadow Fiend trying to TP out, and he has. And now then the Timber Sword now making the run for the Timber Sword now nuking out the Shadow Shaman, and the Shadow Shaman has been stunned, and they're trying to take him down, and yes, he has been taken down. The puck in the meanwhile has just backed out.
Middle tower is
and Parvati getting bitten here, and he's going to be dead as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
In the meanwhile, yeah, Fudge is at level 7 with a level 4 hook, and he's going to be trying to find this Underlord, and he's not going to be successful yet, and he's just going to be backing off. In the meanwhile, Shadow Shaman
Radiant douse their own top
just going to be lurking near this Radiant jungle. And Timber Sword now at level 11. He does have his Arcane and Perseverance, so he's going to be building towards the Bloodstone, and this is going to be a dead Shaman. This is going to be a dead Shaman for sure. And no, he's been taken back to base by no chance.
Radiant's bottom tower
and in the
faces
meanwhile,
a stiff win.
Underlord showing up in the nick of time. He is now here to help his teammate out. Io in grave danger, and he's come up with the Shadow Shaman as well. The Shadow Shaman now, he's committing the Serpent Wars, and Shadow Fiend has been charged upon, and the Phantom Lancer coming into everyone, but he's going to be dead as well. And Swifty now taunting everyone in their faces.
Stay near.
And trying to get out of there, but Swifty very low on HP. Fudge hook on CD. No, he doesn't. He has the hook available. He can hook someone. In the meanwhile, Timber Sword now trying to lead from the front, and the hook being committed, and the hook now on cooldown. They're going to be charging onto the Timber Sword, and that's a dead Timber Sword.
You might wish to retract your last move.
And now then,
Radiant think fortification can save them.
they are now going to be trying to take down the mid tower, and the puck is now going to be just pushing in the creep waves along with her skill sets.
Radiant's middle tower
And the Fudge is now going to be fighting the Io in front of all his teammates, and that's not going to be an Io dying, but no, he does die in the end. Swifty jumping in to save his teammate, but he's going to be dying as well. He's going to not survive the fight. In the end, Timber Sword just doing some damage, but in the end backing off quite a while. Wraith King arriving. He does have his armlet, but he does not have it from the courier. And this is going to be a dead Wraith King. Yes, indeed.
The irony is rich.
Timber Sword arriving, and he's spotted and in the meanwhile, the fight continues. And this is going to be a dead Shadow Shaman and Phantom Lancer as well.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And now then the Shadow Fiend now charging towards the Underlord, and he senses trouble here, and they're trying to nuke him down. Not going to be successful, and he's going to be making his way out of there. Swifty just late arrival. In the meanwhile, no chance is at level 8. He does not have his boots yet. He is only playing on the portal and the urns and wand. And the puck is now going to be building his
Dire's bottom
dagger.
tower won't last long.
In the meanwhile,
Radiant's middle
the Brave
tower
King
is
does
under
have his
attack.
armlet now. And Timbersaw at level 13. In the meanwhile, let's take a look at the net worth. And the net worth charts show a very vivid story here. The puck leading from the front with the Timbersaw following suit. That is. The Shadow Shaman, are you insane there? And he's just going to be backing off. The puck has jumped in, and it's the dagger reveal coming out, and the Timbersaw trying to catch everyone, not going to be successful. Shadow Fiend committing the Requiem. That's going to be dead. Shadow Shaman coming in. And in the meanwhile, the Shadow Shaman is dead, and the puck is now going to be caught out, committing everything onto Crawley there. The Pudge looking ahead, trying to hook one, and he's going to find one. And there you go, he does have 3 uncharges. He's going to be committing 1 uncharge onto the Underlord. Shadow Fiend looking to come into space, he's not going to be able to do so. And no chance, just... What is that? Pudge misses the
Bottom
hook,
tower is
and
under attack.
Ayo has just
Dire
taken the Underlord back to base, and he's going to be
fortified.
reaching. He's going to be reaching very, very soon. And in the meanwhile, Shadow Shaman just pushing out the creep waves, and Shadow Shaman trying to catch out the Shadow Fiend, and yes, he does. The Shadow Fiend with a bad TP right under their own vision. And the Pudge tried his best to save his teammate, but he couldn't do much for it. And in the meanwhile, Team Signify have somehow mustered to get a 2k net worth lead in this whole game. And this is amazing that the Shadow Shaman has been able to catch the Shadow Fiend every now and then. And we have the Phantom Lancer completing his purge here. He's only 20 gold away, and now he has the purge as well. And the Timbersaw in the meanwhile has completed his Bloodstone and will now be building his Hood of Defiance. There you go, the Underlord is now going to be completing his mechanism, and he already has his hood, so he's going to be completing the pipe and the greaves as well. So in the meanwhile, the Puck is now building towards the Yule Scepter, while the Pudge is going to be having his Spirit Vessel soon. Wraith King now has picked up his dagger, and Phantom Lancer with the Purge pickup as well. In the meanwhile, Blizzard has now completed his Diffusal Blade, that is. And the Puck now looking in for a smoke gang. They're now looking towards mid with the completed Hood of Defiance on the Underlord and the mechanism as well. SF has now completed his Yule Scepter, so he will have some kind of maneuverability and map awareness. No, this is going to be a dead Timbersaw. He's going to be charged up on all kinds of magical damage committed onto him. This is going to be a dead Timbersaw. Yes, indeed. Shadow Fiend now at level 12. He does have his drums and views. And the Phantom Lancer, he's just going to be having some kind of sustenance with his Diffusal Blade, and now building towards the Manta style as well. The Shaman wards will now be committed, and Shadow Shaman has opted for the 20% XP gain. And there you go, the Spirit Vessel has now been completed on no chance, and the walls have been committed into the bottom lane. Phantom Lancer just doing the wise thing and backing off and not wanting to take that fight. In the meanwhile, Barathrum just heading towards the bottom lane, but very skeptical about it, so he's going to be backing off. And Wraith King looking for opposition, going to be finding one, and he sees one. SF in the meanwhile, he's going to be waiting for the right initiation moment, and he's going to be caught out. SF is going to be Yule Sceptering himself, and the hook coming in from the Pudge. That is going to be a dead Shadow Shaman, and SF looking to come at the Requiem, not going to be able to do so. And in the meanwhile, the Timbersaw and the Pudge trying to do some amount of damage, and Timbersaw has run along quite a long distance, but he's going to be dead if at all he is spotted down. And yes, indeed, he is dead.
Burn!
In the meanwhile, the Wraith King just continues to farm up a bit, and we see a tier 3 push potential coming out from Team Signify here. Phantom Lancer, having completed his diffuser blade, is now feeling a bit confident, and that's a fail hook coming out from the Pudge. And Timbersaw arriving in the vicinity, and he's going to be charging in onto everyone. And the damage is too high for the IO to survive, and the Pudge is dead as well. And now then the Wraith King also pays for his life. In the meanwhile, they are going to be taken back to base by the Underlord. Well then, the Rosh is up, and it seems probable that they will be opting to Rosh very soon because of the Underlord being tanky enough to just sustain that damage. And there we go. The Timbersaw is now going to be having his hood completed. It's going to be delivered to him from the courier. And in the meanwhile, action in the top lane, that is. Barathrum does have his blade mail completed, so they do not want to just charge up onto
Dire's
him.
middle tower is
Puck
under
just
attack.
lurking in the ranks. And Puck now waiting for the perfect initiation. He will be having his Yule Scepter completed as well. Yes, indeed, he does. And Io, on the other hand, is now building towards his Heart of Tarask. In the meanwhile, mid lane, Negi is having his pipe and mechanism completed along with the Arcane Boots. And Puck very skeptical about it, and he read that one correctly. He made it out in time. And they are blaming the Wraith King for an early initiation there. And the Shadow Fiend very low on farm, very low on net worth so far. He should have been leading and just dominating the game this far. But Blizzard, on the other hand, has made it up to 10,000 net worth, and this is going to be a fight coming into the top lane. And there you go, the Pudge is being charged out, and the Puck is in grave danger. He needs to make it out. He will be caught out. No, he won't. This is going to be a 4-man pit of Malice being committed, and the 3-man coil as well. And Shadow Shaman trying to sneak in through the trees. He's going to be shackling the Shadow Fiend, and Barathrum helping him, but not to any use here. The Underlord still trying to fight and still trying to man up, and the Shadow Fiend is now going to be keeping back to base. This is going to be a dead Swifty here for sure. Yes, indeed. The IO has survived the fight somehow, some way. Crawley, in the meanwhile, he has his Yule Scepter, the Whale, and the Dagger as well. So he does have his utility escape item, so he's going to be pretty safe. SF, on the other hand, is level 13 and does not have his Dagger yet. So that's some bad gameplay and farming strategies being displayed by Shadow Fiend. Signify now being the dominant team and trying to knock down the tier 2, and Timbersaw trying to defend his tier 2, and he has successfully done so.
To the bottom.
In the meanwhile, the Shadow Shaman is now at level 13, and he's going to be building towards his refresher orb. And there you go, the Shadow Fiend trying to catch hold of the Puck, and the Puck will be trying to escape. He's going to be phase shifting, and he's now going to be trying to use himself up, but no, he's going to be taken back to base. He's going to be taken back to base by the Underlord in the nick of time. Well then, the Timbersaw now building towards his Shiva's Guard. He does have his Hood of Defiance, so this is going to be a dagger picked out from the Shadow Fiend. And in the meanwhile, the Phantom Lancer now building towards his Heart of Tarask as well. And the Heart of Tarask will be legitimate on the Phantom Lancer, given the fact that he will be able to regen and come back into the fight, but would rather take a long time for him.
A Radiant using echolocation?
And now then we see the Underlord opting for the Rod of Atos build, and the Shadow Fiend still at level 14. And let me just pull out the hero level charts, and there you see the Shadow Fiend down in the doldrums there, and he should be caught out, and yes, he is. And that's going to be a dead Shadow Fiend for sure. He's going to be shackled down, and he's going to be brought down very easily. The Pudge trying to guard his Shadow Fiend, but to no avail. And now then they're going to be trying to charge onto the Pudge as well, but Swifty coming up in time, and then there you go. The Timbersaw trying to make it count, and the puck is going to be managed to kill the Pudge here. Meanwhile, Swifty also dies. Underlord just trying to come into the face of the Red King. And the Timbersaw doing a ton of damage, and he's going to be taken down. In the end, he's going to be shackled. No, indeed, he's going to be taken down just like that. Puck with high output magical damage. And that's a dead Red King as well. And there you see a buyback coming out from the Red King. They're trying to take down the Phantom Lancer, but the puck just comes up in time.
Radiant's bottom tower faces
And this is going to be a regulation tier 3 coming out from Team Signify. They are going to be taking the bottom racks from Team ROG Titans. And there you go, this is a Shadow Fiend being caught out yet again. This is going to be a dead Shadow Fiend for a long duration. The Wraith King just bought back. This is going to be dead Shadow Fiend and Wraith King as well. And they're just biting down the IO, the only possible target that might die. And yes, indeed, he does die. The puck now playing around with the ROG Titans. And the Phantom Lancer has managed to take down the Wraith King. Now then the Phantom Lancer does have his Doppelgangler on 1 second cooldown. He wants to commit the Doppelgangler. Yes, he does. The puck now wanting to commit, but not going to be committing completely. The Timbersaw is now going to be focused down, but he shreds down the Phantom Lancer instead.
spread at Radiant's bottom barracks.
Well then, a back and forth fight coming finally to an end, and the bottom racks, this Underlord is not going to be hitting those bottom racks, and it is so typical of a show match, and he has finally succeeded in getting those bottom racks.
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And in the meanwhile, the top lane will be pushed out by the Shadow Shaman and
Radiant's
the
middle
IO.
tower can't handle
Shadow
this
Shaman
payload.
is very close to his refresher orb, and this is going to be just 500 gold away from it. And the Pudge now, in the meanwhile, has just headed to the top lane, and he spots out the IO. Well, the
Dire's
Shadow Shaman and the
middle
IO
tower
do
is
not know
under
that the
attack.
Shaman has been charged out already, and this is going to be a Shaman that's going to be bitten, and now going to be okay, he's going to be taken back to base.
Dire's middle
And they're
tower
going
is
to just
drowning.
regen back up, and Swifty is annoyed. Swifty is completely agitated. He's going to be losing it if he does not get the kill. And the Pudge just trying to time it, and he gets it to perfection. And this is a two-man shackle coming in from the Shadow Shaman inside the Serpent Wards, and they turn it around. In the meanwhile, the Timbersaw is in the vicinity, and he's taking a lot of damage, but the illusions are being shredded apart. And the puck arrives, and he does arrive in time. He's now going to be dealing magical damage that is going to hurt the Timbersaw. And the Timbersaw taking a ton of damage. He can Yule Scepter himself. No, he doesn't have a Yule Scepter yet, so the Wraith King still farming up, and he's going to be farming up the Ancients. In the meanwhile, we see the Shadow Fiend building a Black
Radiant's
King bar.
middle tower is under attack.
Signify looking to breach high ground and get the tier 3 from the top lane
Radiant's
and
top
the tier 2
tower
from
is
the mid
under
lane as
attack.
well. Blizzard does have his Deso now. He does want to deal unit that is building damage. And he is having his Deso, and he's going to be dealing a shit ton of damage to all the buildings of the ROG Titans. Swifty coming in, jumping onto the Shadow Shaman. Okay, now he's going to be caught out, and this is going to be a dead power drop. Yes, indeed. And this is it. This is going to be the end of the game, I believe, since two sides of racks have already been committed. And the Pit Lord now trying to take his heroes back to base. And no, he's just going to take him back, and just going to be pushing in yet again. Timbersaw has Shiva's Guard and the Hood of Defiance, but he's not going to be able to do much against the force of Signify. Blizzard forcing the issue and getting the middle racks, and they're going to be biting down on the IO, but that's going to be a dead Pudge instead. And in the meanwhile, the Wraith King is going to be focused out, and he's completely low on mana. Shadow Fiend trying to cast the Requiem. It's casted it onto the Underlord, a complete waste of the Requiem. And that's the Underlord taunting and playing around with the Shadow Fiend. He's got him into the Pit of Malice, and now just letting him know who the
Radiant's
daddy
middle
is.
tower can't handle this deluge.
In the meanwhile, Ayo just stepping back into mid, and Timbersaw is trying to
Radiant's
chase down
bottom
opponents.
barracks have fallen.
And he's going to be trying to hide in the trees, and he's going to be caught out. Magical damage, heavy output coming in from the puck, and he's denied himself. In the meanwhile, in the bottom lane, they are trying to bring down the Underlord, but he's too tanky. And the Underlord finally will be going down, but no, he does have his Greaves in time. Puck showing up in time, and that's going to be a dead Barathrum as well. And that is in. That's a dead Shadow Fiend, a dead Timbersaw, and this should be it. The mid lane Drax will fall.
Radiant's middle barracks getting what they deserve.
And there you have it. The GG calls are coming out from Swifty, but they are not ending this game yet. And in the meanwhile, a weird ward position coming out from the Shadow Shaman. But the game is now over. And Signify rolling over their opponents, rolling over Team ROG Titans in emphatic fashion. There you have it. It's all but over. They are now going to be trying to fountain kill their opponents. Buck just toying around with them. He's going to be just trying to run out of that fountain, and he's going to be able to do so in the nick of time. He will be in the nick of time. They are taken back to base.
Ancient is under attack.
And well, there you have it. The game is now over, and Signify are your winners for the show match between ROG Titans and Signify. It was a pleasure casting for the IIT Techfest Gamers Razers League. This is Nick Heaton, and I'm finally signing off. Adios, good night, and have a happy new year.